everybody. Melted
Hello.
Zone. Melted Zone here.
Hello,
And,
little baby. That's my
and
Cockney accent.
In my belly.
See, I look like a
in
chimney
my
sweep.
belly.
In my, little wee little bird, get in my belly. The groundskeeper Willie.
How you doing, Peanut?
I am doing well. How are you doing? Well, kind of well. How to do with someone who was constrainedly unpleasant. But other than that, I'm doing well.
Sorry to hear about that, but at least you're doing better. Um, hmm. How are you doing there, Mark?
Far better than I deserve.
Why did you ask him that, Esteban? You know what he was going to say. Damn it. Don't let the guy on the couch speak again, please. Just kidding. I'm kidding, Mark.
Oh, wow. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today?
Good. We'll go with blessed and not stressed.
Blessed and not stressed.
We all need
Love
our
it.
slogans like that, right, Mark? Mark has far better than I deserve. Now Sarah has blessed and not stressed, which rhymes, which is cool. So Esteban, you need your own phrase when people ask you how you're doing. What's your slogan going to be?
I got it from Lil, in all fairness.
I don't even know.
How
How am I doing? I don't even know.
I'll be like, eat my nuts. You like that, Mark? Eat my nuts is a slogan. Mark. Mark. I was just kidding, Mark. I didn't mean to hurt you. Right. Sarah, do you like that slogan?
Well, you ain't right.
I don't know why, but I thought your slogan would be "These nuts" because you're a peanut.
Yeah. These nuts. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
How are you doing?
How you doing?
Oh man.
Cool. So the title of the stream is gonna be what again? This one?
It says "Snack and Smackdown."
Snack and Smackdown. I love that title.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Well then, shouldn't we all be snacking on something?
I was, but I put it away. I was eating some chips earlier.
What kind of chips?
It was barbecue.
Ooh, I like barbecue. Have you ever had like the bacon and cheddar ones? The skins one?
I don't think so. I don't think I've had those yet.
Oh my god, they're so good.
Man.
Mark, what are you snacking on, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, what are you eating?
Nothing. Doing dishes.
Doing dishes? Oh, okay. So getting your dishes clean. Clean up the dishes. I'm cleaning up the dishes, bitches. Oh, you know what I did? I was on my stream, right? And like I was trying to do Wheel of Fortune, right? And oh, you guys want to play Wheel of Fortune real quick?
Yeah, I mean we can.
Oh, we already played though. We already played, so you already know what the things are.
Oh, was that the one that you did last time?
Yeah, and like one of the things was one of the clue was 1970s pimp, right? And the phrase was "bitch better have my money," right?
Oh,
And like people were like, "Oh, that's just too much." Oh, I tell you quick. Can I tell you a story real quick, Esteban?
yeah, go ahead.
All right, it's a very fond memory of mine. But when I was a kid, right? I remember back when I first got potty trained. I don't know. You guys remember when you were first potty trained?
No.
All right. Well, then you're going to enjoy this. So me reminiscing about potty training. But so what happened was I had my own toilet. It had like a duck on it or something, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome! I've got my own special toilet." I felt like important, right? Oh hell yeah! I can shit here. You rest of you guys fools got to shit on the other toilet, right? And then like, right? I felt important, and then like, then that got me thinking. I was like, "Wow, I'm not used to shitting here." So I was like, I wonder where else I could shit at, right? And so it was time to run an experiment, and so I took a dump on the rug, right? And, right? And my dad came in, he's like, "Where's freaking right?" And I was like, "Oh crap!" And then I was scared,
Man.
and then my mom came in and defended me. She's like, "He doesn't know what he's doing," and my dad's all like, "Yeah, he damn knows what he's doing." And I was thinking, I said, "Yeah, I definitely know what I'm doing." Right, but I played it on the outside like, what? No, of course I don't know what I'm doing, Mom. I'm just a little kid. What are you talking about, right? But the moral of the story is that's kind of what I'm still doing today, just taking a crap on the rug and see what people do.
Oh wow,
Right? Is that deep?
man, you were taking a duck.
Right, exactly. Quack, quack, bitches. Man, you guys are so quiet. So too
This
quiet.
sounds like storming the castle.
Storming the castle. I want to hear that.
Storming the castle.
Storming.
It's when you gotta go so bad, you just rush in and use the bathroom and then take off and never tell them thank you, bye, nothing. You just go in, drop a hot one, and out the door you are.
Right?
Hmm.
But seriously, though, the moral of the story is like that. Sometimes I do the same thing. I just do things to see what people do. You know what I mean? Like just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing that hurts anybody. It's just
Mm-hmm.
kind of like just curious about people. I want to see what I can get away with. I was on Holly's channel talking about my nuts as usual, right? And then she was like, "Yeah, Pina, I'm surprised at the stuff you get away with." I'm like, "Me too. I don't know." It's like I can say stuff that other people can't. I don't know why.
No. Because it's always related to your nuts.
Yeah, right.
Oh wow.
See, I can talk about my nuts all day long. You guys, though, no, it would just be inappropriate. Right?
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm
man,
kidding.
It's
You guys.
already inappropriate.
How right you are, but yet I do it anyway. Oh, you got Jughead? Is that going to be your thumbnail now, Esteban?
That's just, I don't know why, but it's on here for some reason on my avatar on this one.
Right on. Cool. We both. How come Sarah and Mark don't? Mark? Where's Shaggy at?
Hello, Alex. Welcome to the live stream.
Welcome. Join
Welcome.
us. Welcome.
Yeah, he's in the chat right now. He's in the live chat.
Oh, I gotta tune in now. I wasn't looking at chat. Let's see. Bum 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 bum.
Wait, what did you say, Mark? You don't know?
I don't know.
Aw.
Oh.
Leave me alone. Stop touching me. I need a safety person. Help.
Right.
Help.
Stay away from my purse. I don't know you.
He left my purse. Now.
Bum 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 bum. I wish I love your titles. Snack and Smackdown. Oh wait, I gotta mute this. What's up, Alex?
Man. So get this, right? I was watching a movie today.
Yeah.
And it was the new Zombieland movie, right?
Yeah.
And in there, it said there's like this little section area, and they called themselves Babylon. And it showed the Tower of Babel and everything. Like they had this big old tower in there and everything. They're like, this is our safe haven compared to the zombies and stuff like that where they can't get us. And I was just like, oh man, it's more symbolism. People run into Babylon instead of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Christ being your refuge, they're saying it was Babylon your refuge. It's just like, oh. Just
You
some
ain't
crazy
rat.
stuff. Huh?
You ain't right.
I ain't right.
You ain't right, boy.
Rat.
Hey, boy.
Ain't
Oh, I got-
none of y'all rat.
I had a weird dream last night. You
What
guys
was
want
your
to hear
weird
my?
dream?
I had
Yeah.
a dream.
Sarah,
was
how
about-
come I've not heard your voice not
Yeah.
once?
Yeah, Sarah.
Oh, I'm here. I got the baby.
Aw.
Oh, that's your excuse. Not that Peanut's a nut and that, like, Jughead's over there eating or anything. Like, it's just the baby. Gotcha.
She's trying to
downstairs.
tune us out.
So she's on her way back up. I'll mute again.
Don't
Okey-dokey.
mute. Don't mute yourself, Sarah.
Oh, she's pretty loud.
That's all right. I don't mind. I'm loud too.
No, like she'll scream in your ear. Did you hear my dream? I told Ashley earlier, Mark.
I heard it. It was about Mew Me and like there was a field and I was like da na 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 na, right, and I was running towards you in the field and you're like, yeah, right. That dream.
Not at all.
All right, let's hear it. What was your dream?
Oh, you need to clue me in because I don't like his version.
No, we were all living together. And like Ashley was searching for a job, and I was like, no, you don't need to search for a job. You can just watch my kids and homeschool my kids and like be their teacher, and it'll all work out like perfectly.
Right.
And everybody's like, yeah. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That was the gist of it. But it was like you two were living up here,
us two. Wait, who two?
Mark and Ashley.
Mark. Oh, they were living up there. Okay, right on. Cool.
Not you, Peanut. Nobody wants a nut.
I know, right? Wah wah. I'll just stay over here then.
You go to the garden and eat worms. Now, since you're dead anyway,
Uh-huh.
after 104 years,
Yeah, that's crazy. Why do you think they really?
I got some ideas. Want to hear them? Sorry, I was eating a
Yeah.
snack. I have some ideas. One, maybe what they're doing. I'm just guessing, but maybe it has something to do with like they're gonna. If you watch a lot of movies, what they do is they'll replace male characters with female characters. So they're gonna come out. It's gonna be woke. They're gonna make a female Miss Peanut now, right? So maybe there's that. Or another theory is that it has something to do with Woodrow Wilson because back when Mr. Peanut was started in 1916, I think it is, Woodrow Wilson was president, and Woodrow Wilson was president during the First World War. So now Trump would be the last president, and so maybe he's going to be involved with World War III. So there's like the correlation between the beginning and the end. So maybe it represents the death of I don't know, the old world order or something. Maybe Woodrow Wilson represents the old world. The other thing is that Woodrow Wilson, I believe, was president when the United Nations started. I could be, or not, the League of Nations, I think, was started under Woodrow Wilson. Or maybe in the end, like the book ends, maybe the United Nations will take the place of what was the goal of that was started with the League of Nations. Who knows? I've heard also mentioned that the Federal Reserve was started under Woodrow Wilson, and that Mr. Peanut was modeled after, I think, Pete the Patriot. I think mentioned that Pete the Patriot mentioned that maybe he was modeled after Woodrow Wilson, or maybe that was somebody else. I can't remember now. That might be a Locked and Loaded channel or something. But so maybe that's what it is. So that might be the other weird part about it is that like Mr. Peanut has a one eye symbolism in it, and I didn't pick him for that reason, but it's what this turned out. I just think it's funny, but But nonetheless, it is what it is. So he's got penis. Penis has one eye symbolism in it, but this is the year of 2020, a perfect vision, right? 2020 vision. So maybe it has something to do with the vision thing, and maybe what it is that like just like in 9/11 when the twin towers became one, maybe the two eyes of 2020 vision become the one singular ocular occult eye in the sky, so to speak. Oh, or maybe they just it's the year of the nuts or something, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot for Mr. Peanut. It's a lot riding on him.
You know
Right.
what? That ocular thing, that's not too far from an actually good idea. Because it says in the Bible, if your eye do darkness, then woe to you that the darkness in you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about the scripture.
Oh, Alex says years of Cyclops. Yeah, that's funny.
Yep.
I mean, you might be joking, but yeah, who knows? It's kind of like that. Who knows? It has something to do with 2020. I don't know. Maybe it has. Oh, the other thing is that if you think about it, they're rolling out the Mr. Peanut commercial on the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is actually, if you look at that date, which is Sunday, that's going to be 2/2/2020. So that's like 2468, and 8 is like the infinity symbol. And also, what's interesting about that is that that's all happening on Groundhog's Day, and in the movie Groundhog's Day is the same day is repeated over and over and over and over and over again. So maybe his death has some symbolism with the one eye regarding infinity somehow. You know, so it's like
Infinity.
infinite nuts. I don't know.
Infinity.
It's a fun
I
word to
don't
say,
know
huh?
that scripture, Mark. What is?
Wait a minute. Wait, okay, so I think Mark left, right? Got kicked or something?
Oh,
You still
his
there,
phone
Peanut?
probably died.
I'm still here.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go over here real quick. I'm gonna look for that one that he was talking about, the scripture. Let's see. Hold on. If you're, what did he say? If your eye
Give it to me.
is
Give it
dark,
to me.
Oh yeah, something like that, huh? If your eye is dark, Alex, what did you say?
Bible verse. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, that is in Matthew 6:23, and it says here. Let me hold on. Bible Hub. I don't know. Can I share this with you guys? I'm trying to see
Why
if I can
not?
share the screen.
Yeah, share it with us.
Let me get to it. Share screen. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. And it says it right here in different translations. The New International Version says, "But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness?" Um,
Can you repeat that for me, Esteban?
yeah, it says in the New International Version, the NIV,
Uh-huh.
says, "But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness?"
That's confusing.
Well, here we go. In the King James Version, it says, "But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?"
Means like your perspective, I guess.
Well, I mean,
Or it could be like, if all you see is evil, then all that's within you is evil. Maybe. But if you look for the good, maybe you'll see the good.
interesting. Yeah. What do you think, Sarah? Oh wait, she might be busy with the baby. Well, my perspective on this one would
Uh-huh.
be when it's talking about this, I would have to say, um, hmm, because he was talking to the Pharisees when he was talking about all this stuff, and what were they going to? They were going to the law
Uh-huh.
and all that,
As a
right?
context, right? Okay.
Yep. And you know, they were evil because they weren't trusting in God. They weren't
Uh-huh.
trusting in Christ. So it's talking about that kind of stuff. They're not believing on him. They never believed on him.
Mm-hmm.
So they were what was it called? Like empty tombs. I
Yeah.
guess you can say it, something like that. So if you're constantly looking at, I guess, like yourself or
Is anyone in the back room,
in the back room.
back
Wait, what
page,
happened?
back like because Sarah and Mark are not in there anymore.
Oh, wait. Well, here's Mark. I can add him in. I
Dun
don't see
dun
Sarah.
dun. Where's Sarah at?
No, I don't know what happened to Sarah. Hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Let me
Whitewash
see.
back. Whitewash sepulcher.
Right. Dun dun
Yep.
dun dun.
What Alex says is all. Hold on. Let me go ahead and put it right here. Show. He says all things are made new when we are a new creation. The viewpoint changes because we start seeing more of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
All
We don't.
things are made. Let's see.
Oh, you want me to do it again?
Yeah.
Here, let me show it again. It's right there on the screen.
All things are made new when we are new, a new creation. The viewpoint change. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Your reflection. Yeah, I agree with that, Alex, for sure.
You're not looking at yourself anymore. You're looking towards Jesus more. Your mind is set on Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
So it's different right then and there, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to get at right there when it comes to that. Let me see if I can also message Sarah. Hold on.
All
Okay.
right. Who lets the drunk monkey be in charge again?
The
Dun
drunk
dun
monkey.
dun dun.
Oh man.
You know, I should probably mock someone in the group chat. Well, oh, hold on. By the way, everybody. By the way, everyone, I am single.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh
wait.
man.
Oh, yoo-hoo.
Oh you.
Yeah, yoo-hoo. I'm like chatting that. Wait, I dropped my hanky.
Let's see here.
I'm in the group chat typing right now.
Alex
Oh my God.
also said, we see more darkness too because there is more light. That is also a gift.
You silly gooses. Oh my God. I
Drunk
agree with myself.
monkeys.
You silly goose. Oh, wow.
You reading it right now?
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna like just have it. Oh my gosh, this is things people do. You gotta laugh sometimes. You're laughing.
You're fired, and you're fired, and you're fired, and you're fired. And
Oh,
there's no one left because you've all been fired.
But yeah, we were reading where it was at, Mark. It was Matthew 6:23. So,
Hold on. Maybe I should flirt with Sarah.
what?
Should I or not? I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to like mess with somebody. Yoo-hoo! I dropped my hanky. What were we talking about, Ian? Well, you guys got a scripture
Oh,
or something?
wait, hold on. I don't know what.
Okay.
Oh, okay. She might not be able to make it back in. She's got to put the baby down. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last stream.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, jeez.
Just
Oh.
kidding.
Voorhees versus Kruger. Ready? Begin.
And go.
Fatality.
Get over here. Right? When you watch that, like if that was a real YouTube stream, huh? Like streaming to death, huh? Be like
There is a thing called Deathmatch. It's really cool.
death
What is
match,
it?
like from.
Mhm.
Right.
Deathmatch.
Oh, is that like the anime thing, like claymation thing, where
Yep.
like? All right, I've seen that in a while.
Oh,
Yep.
man. I remember when that came out. I was like, what? I think in 3rd or 4th grade.
That and oh, what is it? The rapping. Epic Rap Battles of History.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was another good one.
What was it?
Epic Rap Battles of History.
Let's do it right now. Yo, check it. Don't wreck it. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just being goofy. I don't know. We should do our epic lame rap battle right now.
And I'm riding, you see. I got this lantern in my hand, and the British, they coming for me.
Out of the sea, because that's not the letter D. G. I don't know.
No, that's it. You're fired.
I'm right. Straight out of lame.
At least you're not going after fame.
Right, exactly. So it's a noble effort.
A noble effort. Do it again. Oh man, it's great.
Oh, man.
Come on,
This
let's
is
hear you
fun.
rap. Go on, freestyle. Come on, let's hear it. Come on.
Who?
Everyone. There's somebody. I don't know. Everyone, come on. I'll say one thing. Hey. Or not.
I like big.
Deny. Other brothers can't deny.
Oh, man. Oh, this is too much.
Too much.
Oh. But, man, it's been one of those. It's a good night, actually. Friday night, you
Right?
know, it's awesome. No work tomorrow, just chilling out.
Right? The only thing we're missing is some lunatic broad, right?
Please, no.
All right.
Oh, man.
I know. Too much.
Way too much. Just way too much.
Well, then how much is enough?
How much is enough? I don't know. That's a good question. Enough is enough when enough is, right?
Right? But what is?
But is not what is, but is to be to is.
What? What is to be is. That doesn't even make sense.
Confucius says, "Is to be what is, to is you." To be that is.
To be that is. That doesn't even make sense. Because if you were to be, that's like a future tense. But what is what's happening right now. Unless
But
there's like
what
a
to is not the future. To be the is. The is what it is right now. To is to be.
to be is what it is. It's like the bird is the word, right?
Probably confusing the heck out of people right now. They're like, "Wait, what?"
The bird. Haven't you heard the bird is the word?
Yes, the bird is the word, but the word is the bird.
The word is the bird. Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Possibly.
Possibly.
And that's when people just go, "You know what? I give up." I scratch my head. I give up. I throw my hands in the air. You guys are still confusing the heck out of me. I'm out.
Right?
Oh man.
I feel resentful. To be honest with you. As the one,
Resentful of what though?
I don't know. I don't like being used. Do you like being used?
No, I dislike that.
I
Yeah, no, I like seriously. Somebody try to use me. Slam the door. Bye. I'm
don't
out.
like being used. I don't like being lied to either.
Yeah, that's not right.
But strangely enough, I had an interesting dream last night, though. Right? Do you want to hear
Mhm.
my interesting dream?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. I had a dream. I don't remember the whole details of it, but like, um, I was like, I don't even remember all the details, but I was like, it has something to do with like, I wanted to watch him. I was trying to watch a movie, and it was like, um, oh my gosh, Belinda. Uh, you know what, Belinda? Oh my gosh, I got something to tell you. But oh my god, I don't even know how to answer that, Belinda. I don't even know how to answer that. I didn't even know Belinda was in here. That's cool. Hey, can she come on too?
Wait, what? Where's she at?
She's in your chat right now.
I don't see her in my chat.
Really?
Yep, it's
I
not
do see her.
showing up. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, let me see if I can put it in here. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, she can definitely join if she likes. I have no problem with that. Let's see here. Da 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 da. Hey, Smokey. Oh man. Have you ever watched Friday?
Oh my god, I love that movie with Ice Cube or whatever his name is. I don't know what his name is, but like, oh, Caleb's in here too, right now. Hey, I haven't seen talked to Caleb in a long time. What's up, Caleb? Belinda, click the link, Belinda, of your own free will. Or next Friday, yeah, I love those movies. You got knocked the out,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are hilarious. I love those
Oh
movies.
man. Or what did he say? Hey, Smokey's taking a ish. Hey
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, those are great movies. I love those two movies.
Yeah.
I think he wrote those too, right? Didn't he write those?
I think it was Ice Cube that did that.
Yeah, super cool.
Think
You know,
so.
yeah, I love it because it presents like a different perspective on like what a lot of movies are about. It was just kind of cool. It was different, which I thought was cool, and it was well done. So it was good for him. And like, and he's also a musician too. So how cool is that, right?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Where it reminds me of like where Rob Zombie. You know who Rob Zombie is? I'm probably sure, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's the one that made what the heck was it called? There was like was it a zombie movie or something?
Yeah. So he made that, which I wasn't a fan of, but um, I guess when he did that though, it was sort of like a homage to that genre, which is kind of like a B movie genre, I guess. So I guess it makes sense, given the context. Um, but it's similar because they're both musicians and they both made movies and they wrote them and stuff.
Huh.
I
No,
wouldn't mind making a movie. That'd be hecka cool.
I tried to do that with well, I took a few classes back in high school and because we had laptops, right?
Yeah.
And in there we got to make our own little short films and it was pretty cool. We I did one with no sound, but it was like a funny little cartoon comedy thing,
Uh-huh.
and they teach you how to do all that stuff and draw on the computer and all that, which is very
Oh,
cool.
right on. Cool.
Yeah.
What can you do animation?
I used to be able to. It's been a minute though, so I don't know if I can. I have to see if I can get the program on my computer like I had back in high school.
Um, really? So
Mhm.
if you had that program, you could do it then.
Yep, I should be able to. Oh, Caleb's in here.
Yeah, I said hello to him
Hey.
earlier. What's up, Caleb? How you doing, man?
Not much.
Welcome, Caleb. How you been?
Not much. I'm just I've been around.
Right. Good to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in forever, Caleb.
I know. It was months.
Yeah, for months, for sure. I missed you, man. It's good to talk to you again.
You too. Both of y'all, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I missed talking to you, man. It was awesome. Just wanted to start getting back into live streaming again, so be trying to
Back
do
into
as
like how long
much.
have you been? How long has it been since you streamed?
It's been a month.
A
No,
month.
longer than that actually, because those other ones weren't even live streams. They were just regular videos. Um, man, it's probably been longer than that. Now that I think about it. Live stream. Nope, actually, it's been 2 months.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's long. Why have you waited so long?
I was going through some stuff.
Well, I know the feeling.
Yeah,
Definitely know the
so
feeling.
I had to get my mind right.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're back, though. I missed you, man. We always have fun. That's fun. We're always
Yep.
talking about like Cheech and Chong and just having a blast. And you laugh at my dumb jokes, so I mean, how cool is that,
I
right?
think we all should laugh, we should have a
Oh
good
yeah,
time and just,
It's been a,
enjoy the little things.
it's
right.
been a long time since I had fellowship with anyone from anything.
Yeah, no doubt, Caleb. I completely agree.
Oh, you haven't been on like those other live streams or anything like that from everyone else?
No. I haven't
What?
I've actually been distant.
Why have you been distant, Caleb?
Eh, I'm just struggling with the flesh. So yeah.
Yeah, you and me both, brother. Man. Yeah, I
I'm
heard
not
that.
gonna say what it is, but yeah.
Does it matter though? I mean, it's all it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that battle until we go home.
Or at least until we're raptured, if we're still alive.
Yep. Hi, Belinda. Sorry, I should have said hi earlier. Um, ah. Oh, okay. But, so what do you guys want to talk about? Is there any topics you guys want to talk about?
Topics I really want to talk about, or topics I kind of want to talk about.
I have no idea. I'm just yeah.
You're here for the ride.
Here for the ride, giggity giggity. See, it's all good. I talk about Quagmire. That's hilarious. Giggity giggity giggity. Right.
No Family Guy for me. That gets on my nerves.
I know, so I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying, but I'm not going there.
Oh man.
Alright.
That's the one voice I tried to get a hang of is Peter Griffin, so I can try to do it on a live stream.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Maybe Peter Griffin. How's he
Yeah.
even talk? Like, or I don't even know how to do. I could do like Hank Hill better, or not Hank Hill. Like, aren't you the two boys that keep whacking off from our tool shed? Or something.
Oh man.
Right? All right.
Oh man. What's that other guy? That old man? What does he do?
Oh, the guy's like, come over here, Pete. Or where is it? Like,
You said you saw him, bitch.
yeah, you said you saw him, Rich. What's his name? Come on, Chris.
Herbert.
Come here, Chris. Oh, I got something special for you, Chris. You sassy son of a bitch. Right?
Oh,
Old guy on there, huh? Or,
oh, Belinda says discuss the peace treaty or the coronavirus.
I have some thoughts on the coronavirus. You guys want to hear my amazing thoughts on the coronavirus? Of course you do.
Go ahead.
All right. Very well then. The coronavirus. First of all, the coronavirus, it comes from the word corona, which means crown, but it's also related to the word like corona borealis, etc. So it's like the stars in the sky and all that. So the corona borealis is actually tied to also the coronavirus they originally discussed. So I don't know how much legitimacy this is, but that it would derive from some kind of bovine virus, which implies cattle or cows, etc. So if that's accurate based on whatever the mainstream fake news is reporting, then that would link it to that type of symbolism. Well, in the corona borealis was linked to the Minotaur mythology, where the King Minos had the Minotaur, which is in the maze of the labyrinth of the which was half man, half bull, right? And and King Minos was known for his bulls, etc. And also, the corona borealis is probably in the Milky Way. The Milky Way implies milk, implies cows, and I have a personal theory that's never been verified. It's my own thoughts. I haven't written a book anywhere, but that at some point back in prehistory, there was some kind of mythology relating to a celestial cow in the quote unquote Milky Way, and that somehow that's how the rain came to the earth from the celestial cow. But and then cows are related to Isis, because Isis, there's an old image of Isis that has her having a cow's head. Isis was the one who put together her deceased consort, which was named as Osiris. She put together the missing pieces of Osiris back together again, except for the phallus. So she fashioned a phallus out of gold. Gold has solar symbolism. Gold also is, because it has solar symbolism, has ocular symbolism, in that the sun is like the grand eye in the sky, because Isis's child with Osiris was named Horus. Horus, this hawk, had the two eyes, one being the sun, one being the moon, and so that relates to eyesight and ocular vision being 2020, because 2020 is the year of talking about perspective, of having 2020 vision, and so it perhaps relates to the eye, all-seeing eye in the sky.
Huh. Oh wow. Okay. Huh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Well, from what I've heard so far, like even that's a lot. Wow. I never thought of that. It's interesting.
Oh, I
Well-
almost forgot. I left one part out. Is
Okay.
that in the coronavirus, someone brought up the fact that the all-seeing eye of the corona being part of the eye, but that's not accurate. The part of the eye that's related to that word would be the cornea. So there is a part of the body, though, which is called the corona, and that I almost forgot this part. So that part of the body is the phallus, like the missing phallus from Osiris, which relates back to the gold and the all-seeing eye. So that's the corona in the human body. But also, the corona is like the crown, like the single, like the small horn, and so it's like there's somebody important. The corona is a crown, is a king, So that's some king about to be crowned. And then also, I almost forgot something. I was gonna say.
Did you say a little horn?
Like the little horn, right?
What does it say in Revelation about the little horn?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's gonna huh?
I don't have it memorized. I don't.
Wait, Caleb.
I know that one.
Daniel?
That little horn on the fourth beast.
Yes.
That represents like the son of perdition, and the fourth beast is Rome.
Yep.
Oh, I almost forgot. I say it's forget. The corona is also the beer. That's not by accident, in my opinion. So what that means, in my opinion, is that corona possibly could mean the harlot who is drunk on the blood of the saints. So if the corona represents beer too at the same time, then that could be a harbinger of what is to come regarding us. Possibly.
Yeah, but that would be
Because
only
there's
the harlot daughter.
so I don't
Okay,
know, but
one thing I'm thinking about too, when you said the whole Corona thing and crown, right?
yeah.
You're okay. What if, and this is just some speculation here, just thinking out loud, um, if this thing gets out of control, what if the Vatican comes out and says we have the cure? Like we figured it out, and the only way you're going to do it is if you listen to what we say and if you basically bow down to us.
Okay. Yeah, it could happen.
Just a perspective, because then
Yeah,
it's
why not?
saying crown,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
Yeah.
and he's the false,
Yeah, why not? I can see that happening. Sure.
yeah, he's the Antichrist.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Sure, it fits in with everything else. It's certainly plausible.
Yeah, just this perspective on it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the details would be, how they would roll that out, but sure, why not?
Yeah, just something that I was thinking of, like, okay, well, because I mean, people are in a panic of this, coronavirus, and they're like, how do we get it? How do we cure people with this? You know what I mean?
The other thing too is like the crown. That's important. You know what I mean? Because like that's like
Hmm.
because Jesus had a crown when he went out, right? He had that crown of thorns or whatever, right? So maybe that's how they roll out the AC, right? Because who else is going to have a crown, right? That's a
Huh.
king. That's like royalty right there. So who knows? But it sounds important to me though. I don't know what's more important than a crown. The only thing they could call it is like the God virus, I guess, right? And then maybe, but other than that though, that sounds pretty up there.
Huh. Yeah, that's a lot of that stuff is very interesting, Peanut.
Why, thank you, Esteban.
Yeah, lots to think about,
I tip
And
my hat, but then I have one more place to tie it in. You ready?
go ahead.
Okay, Jughead wears a crown, therefore you are the Antichrist. Dun
Oh,
dun dun
jeez.
dun.
Oh
I'm
man.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. It's but Belinda says never trust the Vatican.
Thanks. By the way, thanks, Colleen. I appreciate you saying that.
Yes.
You have to keep in mind though that the Vatican is only like a small portion of the one world order or government, and it's nothing new. The core of all of it was Babylon, and that's where the Vatican originally stemmed from, along with all the other pagan nations. So, yeah.
Yeah. Because it talks about Rome, and then what happened? Rome fell, and the little horn rose up, which is the Vatican.
Yeah. Some people view the Antichrist as an actual person. He might be, just like the false prophet, but the Vatican is called the beast system. Yeah, but yeah.
You know what? Though, Caleb, I hear what you're saying, and you might actually be right. I don't know. I honestly do not know. But I can say this much, though, is that they have to deceive the world. And so in order to do that, a huge part of the world is Muslim and as well as Jewish. I'm not trying to bash anybody from any of those positions, although they're false. Because there's a whole bunch of people who are false. You can't hold it against anybody. We gotta love everybody anyway. But is so in order for the beast system to fool everybody, etc. They also, if you look at 666, 66 is the day that man was created. That's the day that God made Adam. So, if there's like a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called The Sixth Day, it has to do with man. We are like number 6, kind of. So, and 3 is the Trinity. That's God. So, if you put 666 together, what it means is a man who will portray himself to be God. So, and if you think about it too, the Jews are expecting a Messiah. they think that there's some guy who's going to make him a kingdom here, a crown, a corona here on earth. And so if they don't provide that, then they won't they won't fall into that mythology or narrative or whatever. And the Muslims are looking for a Mahdi. So there's this whole like thirst in the world for a savior. And so but a savior of this world. So they're going to provide him with one, I think.
Well, of course, that would be nothing new, because the Jews back then, when Jesus was around, they expected him to be like all glorified and not looking like a mere man. And that's how I think some of these Hebrew Israelite groups are working, or how.
Oh my God, I'm glad you mentioned that. Hebrew Israelites. I'm learning more about them recently. And my view on them, not that it matters, it's just my perspective, is that there's not really any difference when you really get to the heart of the matter of Hebrew Israelites and other fellow Christians that are way too argumentative with their fellow believers, because when it really all stems, or pagans, all that stuff is all really related to the same thing. And it all goes, in my mind, it goes all the way back to the original sin, back to the garden. Is that what's going on with them is that it's all a spirit of pride. It's like, I'm black, so I'm special somehow. And I'm not picking on black people, because I really respect black people. And it's like, and it's and deeply. So like, and it's like, or it could be someone's like, you know what, I'm a Viking, my ancestry, so I want to run around with horns on and jump around or whatever. So I'm going to worship Zeus or Thor or whatever the thing is, or it's just maybe even not on that level, but something as subtle as, I'm a Christian and I feel like I need to tell you why you're wrong, because it boosts me up, because I'm bigger than you. And of course, what could you know, you small little person, you, because I speak for God. And so I feel justified in the way I speak down to you, whoever you are. So whether it's Hebrew Israelites, whatever their name is, or the pagan idiots I shouldn't say idiot, misguided people who are dancing around trees or whatever, or whether it be, you name it, it's all that same sin. And it's like the same root of all sin, really. It's like that same tentacle that spreads out like an octopus into everything. It all comes down to pride. It's like that pride leads to everything else. It's the root of all evil, not money, it's pride.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. I myself am a black person. I'm mixed with it, just like I'm mixed with white, Asian, and Native American.
Yeah.
But this is causing division. And there's a whole lot of other black people, some of them are saved, that actually agree with this. And I'm over here like, you guys are doing trying to do the same thing that the actual Jews are doing. And speaking of
you're right,
their image of Jesus.
Right.
I sometimes look on Google about this Jesus that they worship.
Yeah.
Or who they call Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. Okay.
And I see these depictions, and he comes back riding on a UFO, and I'm like, yeah, something's not right.
Yeah. Because you got discernment, is what it is. And it's like, you know what it is? It's like, it really doesn't matter like where you're from or what your heritage are. I think it's interesting though. We can go off on that topic if you want, about how you have mixed heritage and whatnot. I mean, that's interesting. I think that's interesting anyway. But it doesn't. But the point is is that the truth is the truth, and that's what you're saying. There's a part of your soul, is what it is, regardless of what you look like on the outside. There's a part of your soul that gets it, and it's like we all do. We all like, you have a piece of the puzzle. I have a piece of the puzzle. We all do, and the least of us, the part of us that have been fortunate enough to have that second chance, right? But yeah, I get it though. Believe it or not, Caleb, I get it. It's so they're not getting, they're getting too much into themselves, is what I'm saying. They're too much into their own heritage identity. And that's the point I was trying to make, is that like it doesn't matter what your heritage is. If you're getting too, and here's a look at it this way. Even if you're Jewish, and if you're like 100% could prove I'm from the tribe of this, that, and the other thing, and I'm the lost tribe of yada, yada, yada. And I am certified this, that, and the other thing. Well, one, if you look back at Jesus's lineages, it's not even pure Jewish. It's like if you look back to like say, because the Bible does that. They do that for a reason. So it lays out like I'm the son of this, son of this, son of this, son, 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 son. And if you go all the way back, you find that like Jesus was derived his lineage from David, which goes back to Ruth, I think it is, and Ruth or her consort, whoever was not pure Jewish; they were from somebody else, and so his
Peanut.
yeah.
It started with Abraham. Abraham was not Jewish.
Either way, though, I hear you.
Yeah, because there was no Jewish lineage at that time. And he told him that, you know, he's talking about the seed, and it's showing the Messiah to come through his seed. So it's showing it right there, and it's telling you it's going to be more than like it's going to be as the sand and all that.
You know what though? All we really need to know is this: is that like when Jesus died, it was his own people that, along with the Romans, that killed him. So even his own disciples, the people that are closest to him, they bailed on him. So it's like, and that's why it ended up being profound in my mind that Saul, who turned into Paul, went out. He said, "All right, fine. If you don't want him, maybe somebody else does." So he went out into like the Gentiles or whatever. So if Jesus' blood didn't even matter to his own blood, then why should it matter to us?
What?
Wait, what?
So like what I'm trying to say is like if you got, for people like, which I think you guys are gonna agree with, like Caleb, you brought up like the Hebrew Israelites, and like
Israelite movement.
right. And so like what they're trying to say in that to me, that's just one of many options for pride, how it can manifest itself. So in that particular specific example of using Hebrew Israelites, that what they basically say is like, and I'm not an expert on their weird philosophy, but to some extent they say, hey, we're the real Jews. So we've got the truth. The Bible is just meant for us. You guys are going to be our slaves, etc., etc.
Yeah,
It's a very weird like combination of odd things coming together, which I don't want to go into a whole that can of worms. But all I'm trying to say though is that if what their basic message is that we're the true blood, we're the real Jews, and so you guys are not, so you're excluded, you're not part of the club. So, but what I'm trying to say though is that if you're using that basic philosophy, if you don't take anything other away from that seed of thought, other than go right to the root of that seed and see where and analyze it from there, then you go, okay, let's go back to the root then. Okay, you're this, that, and the other thing, the original Jews. That means your blood is important. So let's go back to the blood then. So if you go back to Jesus, right, his blood was shed by his own blood, by his own fellow Jews. They had the option to save him, and his own Jews sold him out. And I'm not bashing Jewish people. All I'm simply saying is that it's not about that. It's not about what your skin color is, or where you grew up, etc., or if you're part of the right club and all that. That's an illusion. It's just one more deception. And like I was trying to say at the beginning of this, it all comes back to the spirit of pride.
Here's the thing: they don't exclude any other race but white people. So any other race that's like brown skin or dark skin is part of the 12 tribes, and white people is part of Esau.
Right. Well, okay. Well,
White
either
people are
way,
called
right.
Edomites.
But that still doesn't take away from my point, though. And I know you're going to agree with me anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you can get into specifics of it, and I don't even understand all the specifics of it. I don't need to. I was like, once you realize that it's false, then, and if you can like talk about even their name, Hebrew roots. If you get to the root of where they're coming from, and then the rest of it's like, once you understand something's insane, then really, do you need to like follow the whole? Like, for example, the Book of Mormon. If you like look into the Book of Mormon and actually read it, you realize, wow, this is freaking nutty. So why would I need to read the whole thing to figure out how, unless you're like looking, I don't know if you had some other specific reason for it, but if you're just in general seeking out truth and knowledge, then at that point, I would cease to be interested in it. Other than if my goal was to try to point out to people, how ridiculous it is. But then again, within that perspective, though, you would have to assume that the person you're trying to convince that the Book of Mormon is inaccurate, that they're thinking along an intellectual point of view, which is different from an emotional attachment to, for whatever reasons, like my family raised me, and it brings to mind mom and dad and grandfather and all this, and so those are different perspectives.
Yeah.
Let's see here. CB Allison says, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and striving about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. Titus
She's
3:9.
right. Oh my God, it's a great quote. Love that. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Amen to
Great
that.
quote. Yeah. Amen. Amen. Absolutely.
So, I mean, it was, look, Jesus, it was all prophesied that this was going to happen. And he even told it to Pontius Pilate. God gave it to you. He was the one that told you, this is what's going to happen. And it was right in front of him. He's like, I washed my hands and all that stuff of this. But really, it was all prophesied. It was going to happen. God said, this is prophecy. This is what's going to happen. And it happened. And he did it for us, so that way we can be with him.
As a matter of fact, didn't Jesus' line go through David, right?
Yes.
And didn't that line go through Solomon? Is Solomon the great whatever father or whatever something of Jesus, right?
Well, David did serve Solomon, but I don't know.
Not sure. I don't know, because even if you go back before David, you go back to Ruth, you'll see it's not pure. But even if you went even if I'm pretty sure it went through Solomon, I don't know. That's my hunch. So if it does, Solomon was actually because David sired Solomon with Bathsheba, who wasn't a Jew. She was like, it was. I have no problem with that one or the other. Well, I have a problem with the way he was conceived, but I'm not judging him, right? Because that's not my place. But still, Bathsheba would have been a Gentile with Uriel, who was her husband. So,
well, the genealogies, right? It's gonna go. I mean, it tells us not to go foolish genealogies.
Oh, Mary's
all
lineage.
that
You're
stuff.
right, Belinda. Absolutely, Mary's lineage. Right, but Mary's lineages would go through David to Ruth or Bathsheba, etc.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even matter anyway, because when Jesus died, his own people gave him up. So how cool could his own people be? Yeah, and what's funny about that is this: even if you can't get that, if that's too ethereal for people, I think a direct way to put it is that most of us would have be grown up in families. I would assume where if you're like me, maybe I'm being presumptuous, but where you've had one or more or less or whatever people in your family who were less than perfect to you. So I don't know about you guys, but I know that firsthand. So I know what it's like to have a family member that is not who is less for you than a stranger. So if it's or even don't even go there. I mean, there's so many places I can take this. Or you can go back to, say, the Good Samaritan. And all I'm really doing is preaching to the choir anyway. So you guys are going to agree with me anyway. But if you look at the Good Samaritan, that's a great parable about that. He's like, you know what? All these people I thought were going to help me out. And you could fill in the blank of who in your personal life may have at one time been that or another. And then at the end of the day, it was the person I didn't suspect. It was that Good Samaritan. That evil Samaritan. That's the one that helped me out. And so that's a great, that's basically perfect for what we're talking about, in that it's not it's not about image and, what you look like on the outside, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. But I can say this. the 12 tribes of Israel originally originated from the Middle East.
That's
So
true.
I can say that his human form, he came in the form at least brown, some sort of brown skin.
I agree. No way. I completely agree with you. You're right. It wouldn't have been a white guy from like Norway or somewhere. I
Now,
completely agree.
that
Yeah.
depiction, they depicted that from a Roman Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Bizarro
Right.
way,
No, I agree with you.
bizarro
You're right.
ethnicity.
And for you know what, and for all now, maybe he was black and he had an afro or whatever, and that I should be cool with that. I think that'd be actually awesome, really. But like, um, but it doesn't to me. It doesn't matter though. It's not like I think that's superficial. Like it doesn't really matter. But I get what you're saying though. Yeah, and I agree with you. By the way.
Yeah. Ugh. I hope people of other skin colors don't come against me for this. Like I said, I'm not just white. I'm also mixed with 3 other ethnicities.
No
So
doubt, Caleb. That's
But what?
interesting.
But why would they come against you, Caleb, for this?
You're not being true to
because
yourself, right,
I've been told by people in my hometown
Uncle Tom or something?
that black people or uh, any kind of ethnicity fitting into the 12 tribes of Israel, saying that I'm part of the 12 tribes. I'm from from all I know, I could be a Gentile. I could be the descendants of pagans. So,
Right.
and even if I was part of the 12 tribes, that's not going to save me from the second death.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Only Jesus can do that.
Think about it too is like regardless of the history of whatever his flesh tones were or whatever, it's like it's all like a deception. It's like it because like that implies that like there's so much irony in that because like back in time, I'm sure white people were like, you know what, we can't allow these other people into the situation because, they're not one of us or whatever. And when it really comes down to is that like it's the exclusion. It's like there's a red velvet rope or whatever that's keeping people out of the only selected few can be part of this elite club or whatever. And like that wasn't if you really look at like the uh the New Testament, that's not what Christ was about, right? He wasn't like, you know what? If he was, he would be hanging out with the Pharisees. He would be like, yeah, I'm with the in crowd, you know. So kiss the ring, bitches. You're right. But like instead of that though, he was looking out for like the lowly tax collector, or the woman who's a tramp or about to be stoned to death, or um you know he was
Y-
hanging, right?
You know, when I think about those things, like they had an ear to hear and eyes to see because God showed it to them and they believed it.
Yet,
The other ones didn't want to believe it because they thought they were too righteous and they thought they were right in God's eyes because of their righteousness.
they thought that they still had to be under the law, which they're teaching now that we're under both covenants. And I'm like, no, we're not. The old covenant was full of foreshadows leading to the new covenant.
I agree. I completely agree with you, Caleb.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. And the thing
So
about it too, like, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Caleb. I'm talking over you. I'm sorry. Go for it.
it's fine. So my question for these people will be: so you want to continuously do animal sacrifices every year just to be forgiven of your sins?
Right? Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, think about it. Right? Like how like that doesn't even make sense. Right?
It really doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. I completely agree. And not only that, but well, I could keep talking. I'm sorry. I was talking over you guys. I apologize.
Well, it's fine.
No, you're okay.
I
Well,
said what I said.
okay, cool. Because what I was saying is like to add to that, and I'm not trying to overpower anybody, just trying to add to everything. Is like is what was I gonna say? Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say, but never mind.
It's all a foreshadow of Christ. It's showing you the Christophanies and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah.
showing you all of it.
Oh, I remember. Thanks. That's what I was going to say. Is this is that like with if you look at the Old Testament and how supposedly great it is or whatever, and God is great. No taking away from God. I'm just saying that the people that were under the law, they all failed. All of them failed. They're like they all like yeah they like Moses. He didn't make it to the promised land, etc. etc. David, he screwed up and that it's just basically it's the Old Testament is among other things because it's a lot in there among them foreshadowing Christ, which is like a perfect bookends to the front and the back. But on top of that, though, it's a testament to how frail humanity is, and even the best of the best. Even like you take someone like David. I mean, this guy, he straight up took down a giant. That's how much faith he had. It's like Peter, stepping on the water, right? And then, but is as much faith as he had, and as much belief and all that, and he still failed, though. You know what I mean? At the end, he failed, and he slipped just like we all slip. And so it just tells us that like we can't live by the law even if we tried. Now I don't care who it is. I don't trust anybody who says that. They say, "Oh, I don't lie. I don't do this, that, and the other thing." That is such a credible. It's like the only way that we get saved is through grace. And like now, that doesn't mean that you don't do nice things for people or try to. And I have failed at it even today. But like still though, I mean, you try as best as you can, but really, you're only really saved through grace.
Yeah, by believing. That's
Right.
all we can do.
Right. If David couldn't do it, then how does some schmuck who's talking about law think he's going to do it? You know what I mean? I mean, haven't they even read it? Have they even read the book?
Yeah. They mock it as easy believism.
They're just not being.
Easy or hard, it's still believing.
It's like that. What that phrase is about. That if anyone who tells you they don't have sin in them, they don't have the truth in them.
Right.
Yep, that's true. I mean, it tells you that in I think that's First John. Let me actually get that real quick. Let's see. If I remember correctly, I think it was in First John, but I can't remember the. First John. Let's see here. 2 verse 3. Nope. Um. Dang. Here, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
What was it? Well, you guys just said. I'm trying to think of what you guys just said right now. Well, you just said peanut.
He who says they don't have that they don't sin doesn't have the truth in him.
He who say that he doth not commit sin has not the righteousness of God, and the Spirit is not in him.
Dang. Oops. See here. Okay. Oh, man. Hold on. It's not letting me. For some reason, I put it in there and it's still not showing it. Maybe
What verse are you trying to look for?
it's in First John. I think.
Colleen said Mark 9:38-40, and Alex says 1 John 1:10.
Ah, 1 John 1:10. There we go. Awesome. Okay. And it says it there. I have a bunch of different ones actually right here. Word. Oh, dang it. Looking for the King James.
I got you. I got you.
Awesome. If we
Want me to-
say.
Want me to
Oh, go
read
ahead.
verse 9 to 10?
Yep, go ahead.
All right. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us.
Oh, thank you. Put that in the. Copy that. And. Okay. And then.
I'll be back, you guys. I use the bathroom.
Yep, go
Okay.
ahead.
So what that's saying is, basically, if you're saying that you don't sin, you're basically being a self-righteous hypocrite.
Yep. And how many people actually say that? There's a lot.
False prophets say that. Yeah.
Yep. Here, okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. There we go. And I've heard that. Oh gosh, I think I've heard it from a few people actually trying to say that, like an elderly person saying that I don't have any sin. I'm like, what?
Unless if you're saved and you're
Yeah,
of the blood, you have sin.
yeah. And
Even when you're truly saved, you still sin.
well, yeah. I mean, you still sin, but you're not considered. You know what I mean? Because you
A saint.
washed your. Yeah, you're considered a saint. You're not considered with the wicked. You know,
Yeah.
the wicked is the unbeliever.
Yep. The child of disobedience.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only reason why we have obedience is because we believed on Christ.
Yep. And that's the first works.
Yep.
I wish I can talk to this with this about my friends, but all the friends that I have are unbelievers.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I have any true believing friends. Like I don't know.
I had one friend that said he believed, but when we started talking about it, he was getting into works and stuff like literally works. Like he thought that you had to follow 10 Commandments after you were saved and everything, and I was like, whoa, what? He threw me for a whole loophole because he was telling me, yeah, you believe on Jesus. And then all of a sudden I started hearing the but. I'm like, oh man.
The but there
Yeah.
always has to be a but.
Yep. He's like, you can't just sin. You can't just keep sinning. And I'm like, what? You are a sinner. Yes, you're a saint. You're washed. You're cleansed. But sometimes you sin. Like, you're gonna sin.
Every day.
Yeah. Like your thoughts. There's gonna be thoughts in your mind still and stuff like that. You know, you're gonna have troubles, but you have the Savior with you through it all.
Yeah.
Welcome back there, Peanut.
I'm back. What are you guys talking about?
we were just talking about we were talking about one of my friends and how because he would talk to me about Jesus, right?
Yeah.
But then he started going with the buts, and he said you have to do this or like the 10 Commandments and stuff like that. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
no. I go, it's just His grace, man. Like His grace covers everything. Like His blood is you're covered because of His blood.
Yep.
And then he goes, oh, that's easy believism. I was like, oh man,
Either way it went is believing.
yeah. Yeah, he won't talk to me anymore because we just had a discussion about it and I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just trying to talk to him. And all he did was get mad. The more we talked, he got really upset and I was like, I'm not here to, push anything on you.
Uh-huh.
It's up to you. I can't tell you what to believe. That's between you and God. You know what I mean, Peanut?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't like force him. I mean, that's on God anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
you can just plant a seed. That's it.
Yep. How did it go for you, Caleb? Because I say, oh, okay. Let's see here.
What'd you say, Esteban?
Oh, I was just wondering how everything went for you because you were talking about like how your friends and stuff like that were uh unbelievers or something.
Yeah, a lot of them. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
either atheists or some sort of or other religion.
I hear ya. Yeah,
I tried to talk to them about this stuff, but some of them don't listen, or it turns into an argument. So
What turns into an argument again?
when you try to discuss the real way to be saved or the Bible in general, either
Right.
people won't listen or it turns into an argument.
Yeah, absolutely. So when that happens, in my opinion, the way to handle it is just not to trip on it because it's not our job to explain it to them. You know what I mean? Because that's when the spirit of pride creeps in. That's why the argument happens. So you just like wash your feet or sandals or whatever everything is.
Yeah, I argue about other stuff too relating to the Bible, not just salvation.
Yeah, it could be a number of things, right? It could be anything really.
Like for example, like a group of friends that I used to talk to, I tell them do not mess with the dark arts because
Yeah,
one, you don't know what you're talking to, and
that's
two,
true.
it's not what people tell you it is. It's not. It's not harmless. It's harmful and it can destroy you and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like for
Yeah, yeah,
example,
without doubt. I'm 100% on page with you. Absolutely.
some friends I told them don't play with Ouija boards
Yep.
because Ouija boards, once you open that Ouija board and you start playing with it, it's hard to close those portals.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Even if you burn it, it all of a sudden comes back.
Mm-hmm.
It appears out of nowhere, either in your kitchen or wherever.
You're right. Well, I got a question then, Caleb. What do you think about tarot cards and healing crystals?
Well, again, it's a form of occultism
Right.
or
Right.
divination.
Yep.
Crystals. Here's the thing: gemstones, they're naturally made from rocks,
Right.
but it just depends on how you use them that determines if they're used for the occult or not.
Right. Exactly. So, if, like, for example, if they're just pretty, that's one thing. right? Or but if you use it to like say give yourself good luck or whatever, the thing is, then that's bad, right?
If you use it to like tell the future, yeah.
Right? What if you just use it like as a good luck charm?
There's no such thing as luck.
Right. But but regardless though, let's say if you think that there is, and you're using a whatever the thing, fill in the blank, as your charm, would you find that to be um, like if you're using a rock or a shamrock or a feather or whatever as your protection thing, is that good or bad?
Bad, because you're putting your trust in rocks.
Exactly, exactly. So if somebody was to portray themselves as that is an innocent practice, um, would that be positive or not so positive?
What is?
For example, someone is saying like, "Hey, look these healing crystals and this sage ritual and these tarot cards, etc., um, are really good for you."
Nope, it's not good.
It isn't good, exactly. So let me ask you a question. So if someone was pushing that stuff, um, and they didn't, obviously they didn't know any better, then they would just be ignorant. But let's say it was somebody that was running a huge channel, um, and that they were into truther stuff. Do
Hmm.
you do you think that it's possible that that person could just be not? What are the odds that person could just be? Let's say they're hanging around with all these huge channels, and that are part of the truther slash Christian community. Do you think that that person could just be naive, or the odds they're just they're ignorant, they don't know any better, or that um, and once they've got they've obviously studied with people who are like neck deep into all this rabbit hole stuff, that they're just naive, or is there a chance that what are the odds that they are naive versus they know what they're doing and they are purposely deceiving people?
Well, it could be both. Well, those who are beginners, of course, they're not going to know what they're doing because
Right,
they don't know exactly what they're getting into. But
right.
those who like practice it, like, and they contact the entities, they speak to the entities, and these beings manifest themselves to those people. Yeah, they know what they're getting themselves into.
Hmm. What if, let's say, um, you were looking at a channel that was talking to, like, say, I don't know, a third, a fourth, even a tenth, a tenth is huge, like a tenth of the truther channels that are out there, and what they're doing is pushing all that stuff, and that these are the same people who've been I've seen personally who've been on other truther channels, and have been uh, have been applauded for um, their wisdom on various topics like Federal Reserve, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So once you go that deep into studying all those things, in my personal opinion, let me know if you agree with me, Caleb. But once you go farther enough down the rabbit hole, then you're going to realize that it really only boils down to two things: it's either God or Satanism. Correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Now,
Okay.
now, some of these people who practice it think they're deceived into thinking that they're doing God, that they're doing another thing for God, which it's not. The only thing that goes to the Father is Jesus.
I agree. All I'm saying is this: is that like I can see like someone who is naive and they weren't um they were not for whatever reasons um in a place where they had contact with the truth being Jesus, right? And
Hmm.
so but they still have this hunger for spirituality, etc. and so they stumble into a shop and end up buying tarot cards or whatever. Then, or they read their daily horoscope in the newspaper, etc. Um, Someone like that is just naive; they're misguided. Um, but for somebody who's like super close, like pinky to pinky close, with like all these huge channels that are truther channels, and a truther channel must know about things like the Finders cult and the Satanism and the Baal worship and everything else that goes on in all the other grimy details of the elites. Um, to not realize that there's Satanism on the other side, like let me put it this way: how can you possibly consider yourself an expert on truther type of subjects and not come to the conclusion that the elites are Satanists? Is that possible?
It just depends on what they tell you. Now, some of them will just spill everything and tell you everything. So there is to know about that stuff. So, yeah.
Let me put it another way: is it possible to research, like, say, the Federal Reserve, the Finders Cult, 9/11, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, the chemtrails, the vaccines, and if you just dive in deep, right, as deep as you can go, right, to the point where you have influence, like on a deep level. If you go to that point, is it possible to still be ignorant?
If you know what you're doing, no.
So what you're saying is then, and this is, you might be right. I don't know. Is it possible to go that deep and to study all those things and look as far as you can, where you're just like, you're not even in the kiddie pool anymore. You're like right on the deep end, like right on the bottom, as far as you can go. And it's possible to still not understand.
Well, if you learned about this stuff, if you studied all of it and practice this with other people, then you know what you know. And yeah, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah,
I've
it's all good.
never practiced. Yeah, I admit I practiced idolatry, but I stopped that. But yeah,
It's all good, man. And no worries, Caleb. It's not about you anyway. But like, and I appreciate your honesty though. And I've made mistakes too. I mean, we all have. But all I'm saying though is that, like, I personally don't think it's possible. I personally don't think it's possible for somebody to like go neck deep into all these truther things and then realize. I mean, how could you not see? I mean, look at the television, like the Lucifer on TV, and once you realize, okay, great, there's TV programming, great, you got that point, and then there's programming in Hollywood, etc. Okay, fantastic, you got there too. Um, and then not see how they portray Christians, etc., and not connect the dots. Like, isn't connecting the dots like a huge part of the whole thing? I don't know. I don't see how someone could get that deep into the jigsaw puzzle and just be like, you know what? I'm ignorant. I don't think it's possible. Now,
Look at I was gonna say, look at the screen right now.
yeah, she says, this is Colleen. When I was using them as a holistic healer, quote unquote, I was told by a spirit guide that the name of Jesus is the catalyst and the crystal is the conduit. Yeah. Colleen's being very honest, and that I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. It's like we all go through that, though, Colleen. So I'm not denigrating what you're saying. What I'm saying is, like, I'm denigrating myself, and that, like, I've been down that wrong path too. So I think maybe most of us have probably been there at one point or another. So, and not meaning, all I'm saying is I'm trying to complement what you're saying, in that's truth. And you're absolutely, she's 100% right.
Yeah, and she says I basically was using the power in the name of Jesus, coupled with the thought and intention to make something happen. It's a deception.
It is. It is. It's like saying, well, hey, if I say Jesus 3 times, then I'll win the lottery or whatever. It's like it's using it. It's abusing the name and turning it into a charm or something. It's turning into a spell. You know what I mean? And so it loses all of its meaning. And in a sense, that in a sense says it all right there. Like, you could, like, I would assume you could probably, I don't know, but like, my assumption is you could probably use the word Jesus or Gabriel or Michael or like whoever who's in occult stuff, and then like use it and pervert it into a way where it's being used in an incantation or something, where like whatever that would lead to. That's a perverting the original intention. So even though the word Jesus has power, it's really not the word. And I'm going to get into deeper this in a second, but like it's really the intention, the heart that really makes the difference. So people say, "Hey, Yeshua," this, that, and the other thing, and um, and it sounds good and all that. And if it works for them, fine. It doesn't really matter. But for anybody else, it's Jesus or or however you say it in Spanish or whatever language. It doesn't really matter. Jesus, thank you, Jesus. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. It's not the word. It's the intention behind it. It's the heart. It's the soul.
It's the being. It's
right.
the being behind it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Remember, Jesus himself said that there will be many that will come claiming that they are Christ. He wasn't just talking about humans.
Mhm.
Well, actually, he was talking about spirit beings.
Mhm. Yeah. No doubt, huh? Yep.
Because of course, if any human being said that they were Jesus, they're not going to believe. People are not going to believe them. But if it was a spirit being, and it convinced them that that thing was Jesus, then yeah,
like it.
they're
Yeah.
going to believe
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
when you think about it too, what are a lot of these pastors preaching? They're not preaching Jesus, they're preaching works. They're
Yeah.
saying the name of Jesus, but they're preaching works. It's a
Yeah.
false
Probably.
dichotomy right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Right.
So that's why it says many will come in my name saying I am he, saying I am Jesus, and they're going to say, lo, I'm in the secret chambers. Lo, I'm over here. I'm over there. Do not go.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing about it is these people actually do have a heart for Jesus, so they want to be saved, but they're being led the wrong way.
Yep.
That's how it is with a lot of the Catholics, the people
Yep.
in the Catholic Church.
Yep.
Especially the ones who are unsaved. They have a heart for Jesus. They don't want to disappoint him, but they're being deceived into thinking that works is what's going to suffice.
Yeah, we can't do it. I agree, Caleb. We don't have the way to work our way through it. It's not about us, right? It's like that's the spirit of pride, really. Because we can't. We don't have the ability to save ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. It's all Jesus. And oh man,
What are you gonna say?
I'm just like it's from the beginning all the way to the end. He says, I am the Alpha, the Omega. I'm from the beginning to the end. So it shows you right there. He's from the beginning of all things. He created all things, as it says in John.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came down. He tabernacled with us.
Yeah.
And they were like the glory of the only begotten Son. It shows you right there. It's Jesus.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get it though. They're like, well, I don't understand that, and it's fine.
I have a question for you, Esteban. What why were there two, like I get like there's the thief on the cross and there's the guy next to him. So there's three people being crucified that we right. Why the three? And why did he raise from the dead 3 days? Why not 2 days or 1 day or a week or a month or a year? Why 3 days?
Why 3 days?
Yeah, why 3 days?
Prophecy.
Explain.
If you go back to Jonah and the whale, he tells you, "I will be in the belly." Like as Jonah was in the whale 3 days, in the belly of the whale for 3 days, so shall the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth for 3 days.
Uh-huh.
It's telling you prophecy right there. Um,
Okay, so why in the whale for 3 days then?
it's a symbolism for hell. He went down to get the keys of death and all that.
Okay.
And that's
But
what
still, why not 1 day to go to hell? Why not an hour or a minute?
all it was just getting the saints right there. Not in hell, but like in the Abraham's bosom, I think they would say.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or paradise.
In
And
paradise. Yeah.
also went to Tartarus and gave his victory.
Yeah.
Shouted, proclaimed his victory.
But I get all that. But why the symbolism of 3?
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why. Why? And I'm not being pejorative. I mean, I don't know. Like exactly.
Another thing is, Jesus died at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's a trip too. Yeah, why? What's up with 3 and then 3 in the morning? Like I don't know. I personally think it has something to do with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I think it has something to do with the Trinity.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because
I had a feeling
usually,
about that.
yeah, Satan likes to flip everything. So he likes to make mostly these manifestations would happen at 3 a.m. Calling it the witching hour and all that. But yeah, it's just copying what the divinity, the holy moment when Jesus died. So yeah, that's why people say that three would be an evil number or whatever, because of all these demonic manifestations manifesting at 3 a.m.
Yeah, so they're mocking it. I get that. But so I don't know. I think there has to be a meaning behind it. And like if you look at 3 in the Bible, it's not everywhere. It's really only in a few places to my knowledge, and the only thing I could think of is the Trinity.
Yeah.
So what else could it be? Maybe it took him 3 days because he had to become 1 day for the Father, 1 day for the Son, 1 day for the Holy Spirit. And that's how he came back. And maybe it's like a reinforcement or something. I don't know. There's some kind of people gloss over that. There's all kinds of things in the Bible that people just gloss over and just take for granted. But there has to be. It's like all this stuff was put there for a reason. So there has to be some kind of meaning. It seems profound to me that like that's been passed over.
Have you ever heard of the dreams that Joseph had, and he told the 2 different servants that were in the prison with him? Because the 2 prisoners, I'm trying to remember, there were
what you're talking about.
it's in Genesis. It's in Genesis with Joseph. Joseph ends up getting thrown into prison because of the Pharaoh's wife falsely accused him that he was doing.
Her.
Yep.
Molesting her, basically.
Yeah, basically. And when he went to the prison, there's these 2 guys, and one of them they were giving, because they gave him a dream. They both did, and one of them was not going to die, and the other one was. And then, trying to think, and it reminded me of the 2 thieves on the cross, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to one of them? One of them mocked Jesus, and the other one just said, "Don't forget me in thy kingdom."
Yeah.
It's all a representation of that.
Oh, I see what you're getting
I,
at.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
So, do you get what I'm saying, Peanut?
No, I'm kind of lost, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
The two prisoners, one of them is gonna live and one of them dies based
Oh,
on the dreams that they had.
yeah, I get that. It's like one, and that's pretty simple though. Like, not to mean that to be like negative, but like because it's showing the difference. It's like the fork in the road. One went to hell, one went to heaven, and so it's like showing you that there's two paths, and like one is the path you want to take, the other one is the path you don't want to take.
Here's
Yeah.
another way of putting it, Peanut.
Uh-huh.
The old man, death, right? You have death in Adam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. New man, Christ.
Hmm.
You have eternal life. He's the second Adam.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying now? Like with the. Do you get what I'm saying now? With the two different servants.
Me and the two people who are next to him on the cross.
Listen, I'm gonna call it a night. Well, we
Okay.
should talk about this more. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Caleb.
Yeah.
I'm not the quickest minding in the world.
No,
No,
it's fine. It's fine.
you're fine. You're fine. It's okay. We can do it again. We can definitely do it again. Are you
Hey,
guys?
Caleb, it was good to hear from you again.
Y'all too.
Yep, it was awesome, Caleb. Are you free maybe tomorrow or maybe on
Yeah.
Sunday? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we could definitely work out a time or something. What time would you like to come on?
It doesn't matter to me. I have all the time.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get together and talk about it, and hopefully come up with a time for tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good night. God bless.
Good
All right.
night. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Catch y'all later.
Catch
Happy
you later.
trails to you until we meet again.
I'm just like I was. Oh man.
We need a new victim, right? Maybe we could talk to someone coming in from chat, right?
Let's see here. What did Colleen say?
Come here, Colleen. We want to talk to you, Colleen. Get the hell up here, right? Holly's here. Oh my God, Holly's here. Holly, hey, what's up? Holly, come here. Let me talk to you, Holly. Come in here. I dare you, Holly. And Henderson's here too. He's saying good night. Good night.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Henderson's in here too.
What the heck? How come I can't see it on my screen yet?
I don't know, because I'm one step ahead of you. Here's my Henderson.
Holly said she's going. She said good night.
Hey, come in here, Holly. Don't go to sleep. Sleep is overrated. I'm way better than sleep. Right? It's sleep or me, and you're gonna choose sleep. My gosh, what's coming on with people where they think sleep is more important than me? Right, Esteban?
Oh man.
Right? You're not going to sleep, are you?
Try not to.
There you go. It's like, I'm not leaving anywhere. Come in here, Holly.
She said, "I thought you guys were leaving," and I said,
No,
"No." I even put the StreamYard link.
Your answer is yes. Oh, Hendrix. Making my dreams come true. That's funny, Hendrix.
So I had a question for you on that. How many years have you played guitar?
Oh, I don't know. A long time. Long time. I don't even remember how long it's been. It's just like it. But, what happens is stuff gets in my way, and then I end up like, getting other stuff. It is like if I remember something, then I can remember it right then and there. But if I, like, for example, I just learned how to play Under the Bridge, and I remember a little bit of it. I could kind of butcher it, but if I was playing it with a band, then I could remember it. Like I would be professional about it. But otherwise, I just move on to the next song and I forget. So like, if you ever have that experience, Esteban, where you remember a song and then you can't remember it like a few months later unless you practice it all the time.
Oh yeah, I know how that is. Hello,
Yeah.
Holly.
Hello, Melted Zone. Hello, Peanut. How are
Hey.
you guys?
Good, Holly. How you
Good.
doing?
How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there, thanks. What are you guys doing up so late?
Oh well, it's early somewhere.
Well, it's probably early by you guys. It's like almost 2:30 by me, so it's almost 11:30 by you, I guess.
Yeah, it's 11:20 right now. But like I figure
Yeah.
if we were like in somewhere Australian time, it'd be like early. It'd be like, crikey, time to go ride a kangaroo. Right? Yes. Go head up, make myself a couple of eggs, and go ride a kangaroo. Right? That's what people do in Australia. They ride kangaroos.
You're funny.
Right? It's probably early there, right, Holly? What are you doing up right this late in the morning, evening, whatever it is?
This
Well-
early morning.
I took a nap today, and I just woke up a little while ago, so.
I was worried about you, Holly, just so you know.
Uh-oh. I hope I didn't make you worry too much, Mike. I'm sorry.
I did. I've been praying. You know who else I'm worried about? I'm worried about Stellar Door.
Yeah, I got to get back to her. She actually texted me today, but I had laid down I think about 7 or 8 o'clock, and I ended up taking a nap because I woke up about 1 a.m. and I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. I totally messed up my sleeping habit. I didn't mean to make you worry. I apologize, Peanut.
Oh, that's all right. So are you doing better, or how are you doing?
I'm all right. Hanging in there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I have to find a place to live in 3 weeks.
Right.
So I'm in a hotel right now.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting. Well, I don't know. I'll make sure that things work out one way or the other for you, Holly.
Thank you. I appreciate your prayers. Thank you. So how are you doing? How are you doing, Melted? How are you doing, Peanut? Let's not talk about me.
All right. Esteban, how are you doing?
Far better than I deserve.
Damn it. Stop saying that. That's not fair. Come up with something different.
Well, God's grace is good.
No, that's not good enough. That's fail. Epic fail. Right? Hold on. I have a sound effect for that, Esteban. You ready for my sound effect? Here we go. I'm kidding, Esteban.
I know. Ah,
I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about again?
how you were doing, Peanut?
Me? I don't know. I don't really know how I'm doing. I have mixed feelings about how I'm doing. Like mixed
you're
nuts.
You're mixed nuts now, man.
Right, I'm definitely mixed nuts. Exactly. I don't know. It's like, you know what it is? It's like, if, I don't know. I'm so confused because I didn't want to go into it. I don't know. It seems like I don't know. It's like what it is with people. It's like sometimes you give them everything, and you think one thing, and it's really another. And I'm like, what's the point, really? I mean, like, what the heck is the point? And it's like that stuff like that leads me to think, like, fuck it, I might as well just laugh about it. You know what I mean? Like, look for the humor and stuff thing.
I see it as an opportunity to learn and think of Christ and how good he is and hear the gospel, and just set your mind on him. And even when the person doesn't understand it, but goes off and you show them that love that Christ had, maybe it makes them change their mind on a lot of things as well. Get what I'm saying, Peanut?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, Holly?
Yes, I do, actually. I've been going through a hard time, and that's what I've been trying to do is set my mind on Christ and focus on Him
Yeah,
instead of
Esteban's right.
mind.
Right, you're right. Esteban is definitely right. I guess we all deal with it on our own way, huh? Right, Holly?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
And you
You're
know what?
okay.
Whatever I've been through is like nothing compared to what you've been through, Holly.
Mm, excuse me. I was drinking water. We all suffer the same, though. You know, things that are traumatic for me, it might, things that are traumatic for me might not be traumatic for another person. But I think we all kind of suffer the same and go through it the same, I don't see much difference between me and you, Peanut.
Really? So you think we're the same, Holly?
I don't see difference, but that's
Really?
me. Maybe it's also me trying to fit in too. Why?
Really, that's cool. I always get along with you so well. Like I don't know why that is. Like why do we get along so well? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like because like you've been through so much more than I have, but I always feel like I can be comfortable with you. That to me is amazing. Like
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
No,
Like
thank you for being comfortable with me.
I think we can all learn from each other.
I agree, definitely.
I agree, Melted Zone, definitely.
All right. Well, so what can you guys learn from me?
How to crack shells.
Right. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? I was watching someone who made a video about crabs, right? And not like the nasty ones, but like the good tasty ones. But like apparently those are bad too because they're like God said don't eat crabs, right? Oh, right. That's humorous in itself though. Like who would go around eating crabs like ew, crabs are yucky, right? But like
I love crabs. Sorry, but go on.
right? But like, okay, if you were like, let's just change the word to crustacean. So it, right? So like that sounds like not as like gnarly. But like, if you're like looking at crustaceans and like cooking them and they're like all delicious with butter and like mixed vegetables and stuff, it just sounds amazing to me. Do you even eat crabs, Holly? Crab?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
All right.
With
So
butter? Oh, they're so good. Crab legs with butter.
oh my god, right? Oh my god, it's like
man.
that's
I
the
have
best.
no idea what you guys are talking about here.
You never had crab?
No, I haven't.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh my god, crab's the best. Or lobster's good. You like lobster, Holly?
Yes.
Man, I still
Oh
don't
my
know what you guys
gosh.
are talking about with lobster.
Have you ever had fish? That's what.
Yes. Tuna and salmon. Gosh, that's pretty much it. Oh no, tuna, salmon, and shrimp.
Okay, sort of like shrimp. Do you like shrimp?
Oh man, like they used to tell me I was allergic to it. They thought I was until I started eating it. Um, actually didn't have shrimp until I was maybe 18 because I was afraid I was too allergic to it
Uh-huh.
because my mom and my dad are allergic to it. But I'm the one that's not allergic, and they dislike me for it. They're like,
Oh.
you can enjoy shrimp, but we can't. That's not fair.
Oh my god, so good though, right?
Yeah, I got like, because I bought some one day and I was like, I wonder if I'll have an allergic reaction to it. I'm like, Mom, I even looked at her and I said, if anything happens to me, if I stop breathing, take me to the hospital. I'm about to try it. And she's like, sure, go ahead. So I went off and did it. And she's like, you feel good? And I was like, I'm fine. This actually tastes really good. And she's like, oh, I dislike you right now. How can you eat that without having an allergic reaction? Makes no sense. Because
Sure.
apparently when I was like in her belly, right?
Yeah.
She said that like that's when it started happening. Like she couldn't eat shrimp anymore. And then it
Oh,
stuck
from when
with
she
her.
was pregnant?
Yep, when she was pregnant with me. like she couldn't eat it. And then I don't know, she still can't eat it. Like her throat closes up like my dad. My dad's throat closes up and he gets really red in the face. And then he starts having an itchy tongue and it's like I got to go to the hospital. So
He's
but it's
allergic.
yep. Yeah, he is. He's highly allergic to it. Um but it tastes good. I mean, is that what crab and all that tastes like? Like shrimp?
Mm. What do you think, Holly? Does crab taste like shrimp?
Or is there a different taste to it?
Holly. Holly. Holly, are you there? Are you
We
asleep?
might have lost her because sometimes yep, it disconnected on accident probably. It probably kicked her.
Oh, damn it. So we will never know. Right?
Wah wah wah.
Womp, womp, womp. Want to hear a song?
Yep, go ahead, play for
All right. I'm not very good
Wait.
at it, so this is a little outside of my range. So here you go. Hold on a second. So I gotta say how we're good, so you're aware. Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something more. Now I long for yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. And now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Good job, man. That was awesome.
Really? Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh man. I wonder if everything was okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, because she just dropped out of nowhere. So I was just
Right. Well, it's getting late anyway. So, should we keep talking or should we like call it a day?
that's up to you. I mean, I could stay on for at least another 25 minutes or so.
25 minutes or so? All right. Well, why don't you want to play a song for me? And I'll play a song or something.
I have. I don't have my acoustic with me. And also too, it's 11:34 over here. I know everybody else is asleep in my house right now, so I know I'll do some tomorrow too on a live stream if you're able to do it tomorrow too.
All right, that sounds good.
Definitely play some more music and stuff too. There was a song I actually just learned not too long ago. I'm trying to think of the song right now. The heck is that song called? Just learned it maybe about a week or two ago. I think it's a week or two ago that I learned that song.
Oh, she says that Holly's telling me that the internet booted her. Okay.
Oh, man. You see, it's been doing, like, even my internet's been kind of acting weird. I don't know what's going on today.
Yeah, it's not like booting people or something, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it was acting up pretty bad earlier today.
Mind if I sing another song real quick?
Yep, go ahead.
All right.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true. Hope you need my love, babe, just like I need you. Hold me, love me. Hold me, love me. Ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week. Love you every day, girl. Always on my mind. One thing I can say, girl. Love you all the time. Hold me, love me. Hold me, love me. Ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week. 8 days a week. I love you. 8 days a week is not enough to show I care. I had the lyrics down a little bit. Oh, sorry. Running out of space. My computer. Try to keep up with it. Oh, doggone it. Ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true. Hope you need my love, babe. Just like I need you. Hold me, love me. Hold me, love me. Ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week. 8 days a week. I'll love you. 8 days a week. Got enough to show I care. Love you every day, girl. Always on my mind. One thing I can say, girl. Love you all the time. Hold me, love me. Hold me, love me. Ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week. 8 days a week. 8 days a week. I don't know. Ta-da.
Awesome. You know, I was thinking about it. One of these days, I'm probably gonna get an electric drum set,
Right on.
and thinking of doing some songs on here when I get the electric drum set.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Right on. I could go for that.
Heck yeah, man! You play a guitar, I play the drums. There you go.
Yeah, it's too bad you don't live closer. We could jam out. That'd be a heck of fun.
Oh
If
heck yeah!
you and me and Alex are all together at the same time, that would just be a blast.
Oh man,
Right?
that'd be awesome.
Right? That'd be so cool.
Yeah, there's actually somebody might be selling one, a drum kit, electric drum kit, for I think it's like no, $100 straight.
Really?
And they usually go for 350 or more, or 250 and more, I should say. And I thought that was kind of strange, but they're like, yeah, if you would like to buy it, just let me know. I'm like, I don't know. Interesting.
Give me a second. That's my
Oh,
talk to someone real quick.
oh no, you're good. You're good.
Okay. I was trying to think of some other way I could show off, but I'm not can't. Oh, have a second. There was a time when there was a time when I was so broken hearted. Love was there. Can't remember this thing. There was a time when I was so broken hearted. Love wasn't much of a friend of mine, yeah. The tables have turned, 'cause me and them ways have parted. Love wasn't much of a friend of mine, yeah. All I want is someone I can resist. I know all I need to know by the way that I've been kissed. I was crying when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you. Misery. I was trying and I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you. Loving you with sweet misery. I can't remember. Now we're making love. I see one the same. Go ahead.
Hendrix says, I didn't think Mike could sing this good.
Really? I'm going
That's
to
it.
consider that a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Here's one. Life it seems to fade away. I know, that's a Metallica song. Getting closer
Oh.
every day.
Another really good one by Metallica that my good night, Hendrix.
Later, Hendrix.
Good night, Journey's Wake.
Later, Jerry.
One thing that my aunt was teaching me, because she plays guitar a lot too. Oh man, it was a Metallica song. I think it was ba da 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 ba da ba da da da.
I don't know how it goes though.
Dun, dun, and it goes dun 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 dun.
I don't know how officially how to play it though. I was messing around. All right.
I haven't heard Mike sing.
Oh, Master Replicate.
Oh, Master Puppets. No. Yeah, that is Master Puppets.
I can't even sing it. Neil. Neil walked away. Now we trade life or death becoming clearer. I will help you die. Oh, pie. I don't know, something. I haven't played it so long. Oh, I forget how it goes. Master.
Yeah. I had a t-shirt.
Uh-huh.
I had a t-shirt. It was the Master of Puppets t-shirt, right?
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
it had blades on it, right? I got it at a concert I went to. It had blades on it. So I wore it to school one day and they were like, you have to literally go to the office and get a new shirt because we can't allow you to wear that because it has weapons on it. And I was like, man, it's nothing really bad, you know? It's just Metallica. And they're like, no, you got to change it. Just, like, I don't know. Random thought.
forget how it goes. Yeah, but I used to play that. Oh, this is like that. That's it. Life seems to fade away, drifting further every day. I can't remember the lyrics after that. Lost within myself, nothing matters, no one else. Getting on. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just being selfish.
No, you're good. I'm just like, man, I keep thinking of. There was another one. Oh, man, I really wish I can play the actual song, but I don't know if they will end up putting this live stream down or not.
What is it?
It's the one we listened to earlier by Megadeth.
Oh, Le Tout Le Monde or whatever it is.
Yep.
I don't know how to play that. Believe it or not, I'm not sure how to play that song.
Oh man,
I
I've
probably
been
learn
wanting
it. Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking of looking it up and trying to play it one day.
Yeah, why not? That'd be cool. That's a good song. He's a great, I mean, composer, Dave Mustaine. I mean, just like his.
Did you know he used to be one of the guitarists for Metallica?
Metallica, yeah, he was like the original guitar player, and
Yep.
then Kirk Hammett took over, and
Yep.
then yeah, it's so you kind of got to wonder like what would have been Metallica, and like the first album, Kill 'Em All, was mostly Dave Mustaine riffs for the most part.
Yep. And man, they did a whole documentary on it, and he was like, I had so much anger towards you guys for the longest time.
Who could blame him though? They stole his wrist and then they ripped him off and left him hanging. So I can see that.
And then he went to this whole just downfall, and was like, spiraled out of control, made his own, band, Megadeth, and he did like all these different songs. And a lot of his songs were hateful because he was so mad at them. And then they had like a tour together, and he was like, you know what, I forgive you guys. And it was like years down the road.
We should have like Hendrix on. I mean, I've never heard Hendrix's voice. Have you ever heard Hendrix's voice?
Nope, haven't.
Hendrix, he brings up Instruments of Destruction from the cartoon Transformers movie. I don't know what that is. You know what that is? Instruments of Destruction? It's probably pretty cool.
We heard Instruments of Destruction from the cartoon Transformers movie. No, I don't know that.
It's probably pretty cool.
Here, let me
take a look at it. Maybe you can look it up, see what it sounds like.
Let me try to put the link in here again. Peanut, he says, Hendrix says, that he's like, try to tell him, join us. And he's like, nay, it's too late. Don't want to disturb my family. I'd be yelling too much for them, lol.
All right. We're trying
I have joined Discord so we can hang out there sometime. Okay, sounds good.
Anywho.
It's awesome.
Oh, you like that? Cool.
It sounds like the Spanish guitar.
A little bit, yeah. Like it's like surf music is kind of based on that a little bit. So it's like
I never asked you. Did you ever go anywhere with your guys' band?
no, it's a whole other story and stuff. I've got to like get new people together. Oh my god, it's like being in a band. It's like there's like so
Drama
much.
queens.
Yeah, it's like because like I could do everything. I could play the bass. I could sing. I could play guitar. I could if I had to, I'd play drums. You know what I'm saying? Like not well, but I could do it right in a pinch, right? And then it's just like getting everybody together, and that'd be like a whole other thing in itself. Just getting everyone together, and yeah, you know, there's so many things involved. Like for example, I had this one guy I was trying to jam with, and I just needed him to play like I don't know what it was, an A minor chord or something, right? And he wanted to show off like some part he knew or something. I was like, well, that's great. I'm glad you know how to do that, but I just need you to play the A minor chord, and I don't mind doing it. So if you don't have a problem, I'll do it or whatever. But it's like it just becomes like an ego fest, or I don't know. It's hard. It's just sometimes like I think just people take themselves too seriously or something. You know, it's like I don't know. It's kind of going full circle. It's kind of like the whole pride thing, though, all over again. It's just it's every time. I don't know. Some people just they don't know how to like. I don't know. I guess it's like for one thing, when you're playing a song, sometimes it's not important what you play, but it's important what you don't play. You know what I mean? And like that silence, the rest is what's lost on people.
Yeah.
In multiple ways.
Yeah, one of the songs that I created, like, man.
Yeah, everyone's a
was
diva.
like
Exactly, Hendrix. Everyone's a diva. Yep.
Yep, exactly. In a band that I was in a while back, I actually had a whole lyrics and I had a riff and everything. I mean, I had it all set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys, the singer, he said I liked the lyrics. Just man, like he had a good voice and we had everything good, right?
Yeah.
But every time when we were going to do it, he wanted to do something else. and it was like, dude, come on, we got to focus. We got it all set up. I have, you know, I'm the rhythm guitarist, and then we have the lead guitarist, and we have you, and then we have a bass guitarist. We just don't have a drummer, but we could still do it right now until we can find the drummer. But
Yeah.
I don't know. He kept putting things off, and I was like, man. But the song anyway, it was like it. It had like a D, had like a, if I remember correctly, it was like a dark kind of more of a melody because it was a time where I was going through, you know, depression, and the girl I was with wasn't really there for me, so I called her Black Widow, and that
Yeah.
was the theme of the song, a Black Widow
Yeah.
trying to eat her prey, you know? And she
Yeah.
spun these webs of lies, you know, and it just kept going. And I was like, man, when I look back at the songs that I created, I was like, I went down a whole rabbit trail of like just depression, and like it was relationship after relationship, and I remember going, you know, kid in high school just going, man, I just want to let all my stuff out, like all my anxieties, everything that I had that was troubling me at the time. I just wanted to write it and just let it out in music. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And the more I wrote all that out, the more people were like, wow, like you have, that's so deep. Like it made people really think. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it talked to them in certain ways. I don't know. It was weird. But like some of the band members and stuff like that, they're like, man, you like when you write it, it's like this deep poetry that like I never heard anybody articulate it like that, except for like, well, there's certain few people that can do that, but nah, that's just like, wow.
Man, Henderson's right. Man, I hear what you're saying. By the way, I'm not just taking away from. I'm listening every word you're saying. But like,
Yeah.
man, Henderson's so right, man. It's like he's so accurate about that. Like brighter songs now are happy, like happy songs. They seem like there are less happy songs than there are like melancholy songs. And not to take away from that whole thing, but
Yeah.
and it sounds that's great. I'm hearing what you're saying. It's not one thing doesn't take away from the other, but I hear what you're saying is that you have that you reach a point in your soul where you're it sounds like where you're with your writing that you're portraying accurately, you know, being true to your emotions, and that apparently people connected with that, which is cool.
Yeah. It was just a different time of my life. Now, like more the songs I want to write now are more towards God and stuff, you know, like how good he is and what he's done for us. And I'm actually right now thinking of lyrics. I just haven't really put the chords with it yet, and I'm trying to figure out what would sound good with it. But there's going to be a time where I'm going to actually put it on here.
All right.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can. I'm really trying to figure out the right kind of chords for it. I don't want it to be like a gloomy chord. I want it to sound up and like happy, you know. So,
Mind if I sing another song real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. Like, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that I once was lost, but oh, I can't do it now. I found. Well, it just doesn't sound right to me. Oh wait, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I want. I think these chords are off. That's what it is. Give me a second. Let me find a better chord thing. Oh man, I wish we were like close to each other. It'd be easier to jam out. This is
Yeah.
harder to do. I've tried that before. I had a jam session one time on StreamYards, and it just didn't work out. It's like one person you'd hear either one person or the other person, but you wouldn't hear them both at the same time. Which sucked.
Well, that's weird.
Why won't this show up? Oh, how do they do this? Oh well, I'll just try to ad lib, I guess. Oh man, hold on. let's go back here. I'm trying to look at the chords real quick. So I got this idea for a song. I'm trying to make do my own thing with it, and I found this one portion which I think is going to be cool if they allow me to look at both at the same time and do that. So I apologize. I was trying to figure out how to go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound thou saved a wretch. I think I can't saved
A wrench like me.
Yeah, so I don't know the chords as like amazing grace, how sweet the sound saved a wretch like me. While once was lost, but now I found. Was blind, but now I see. So it's grace that taught my heart to fear. Grace my fears with thee. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Believe. Oh, it's gonna have to go from there. So oh, here goes. Believe, believe, that's my grace. So I like that part. It kind of changed a little bit. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I won't say the realm, say the rest like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Try to put that chord in, so it kind of gives it a difference, to that minor chord. But now I'm found. I'm found. Oh yeah. But now.
Wait a minute. How did you do that right now? You did like a whole little accent with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to I don't know. I'm trying to change it around a little bit because I was thinking
what about an alternative kind of rock sound to it?
That sounds cool. Actually, I'm totally digging that. That would be hecka cool.
Like, like Grace, how sweet the sound saved a wretch like me. And then
I
it
wish
goes
you were here with me. They got to understand what you're saying better. Okay, well, hold on. Let me try the chorus for you. It's
like a power chord, like the power chord.
Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound
Saved a wretch like me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, huh? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Where the D is at? Where I get lost. What? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wait a minute. Hold on. There's have you ever heard of Newfound Glory?
What do they sound like?
Oh man. I'm trying to think. Okay, so have you ever heard of that song 99 Balloons?
Oh, I love that song.
Do you know how to play it?
No. Oh my god, I love it. I should
man.
learn how to play it though. I do like that song a lot.
Yeah, look them up, and one of their they redid that song in a whole alternative rock kind of
Oh,
mood.
that sounds freaking awesome. I'd love to do that.
It is, man. It's awesome. I loved it. I was like, man, I wish I can play that. I gotta learn the power chords for that.
How this way? I got an idea. Amazing grace. amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. Well, that saved.
That
Saved.
saves a wrench
I got
like
it. Yeah.
me.
Amazing grace, well, amazing grace. My ham's doing the wrong thing. Amazing grace, how sweet those sounds that saved a wretch, that's poor wretch like me. Amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet. Well, I'm messing it up. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I don't know. I'm just trying to find out some way to do something different.
Wait a
with it.
minute. Wait a minute. When you play it like that though, you have that voice for that when you do it the way you just did it right now. It has like a in a way, you have like that I would have to say like a David Bowie kind of effect on it.
Right on.
And it sounds like that's more of your tone.
Right. Yeah, you might be right.
That sounds like it. So like when I was listening to you, the way you were playing it, you had a low, like a more of a lower kind of ease to it, and then your voice went along with it, like it flowed with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just like experimenting. So I'm going to be off at some places. That's what I do actually. Is like when I'm recording something, I'll like play around with different things and then fumble my way through it and butcher through things till I find something that thing sounds pleasant. And then I'll like work on it till it sounds, till because I'll listen to myself like, oh my god, it sounds terrible right there. You know what I mean? Till I like keep playing around with it till I find something that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I was like, but anyway, I'm trying to think of some way to do the song so it's not the same old song over and over again. You know what I mean? Like changing it around a little bit.
No, I hear you. You're making your own tune to it.
Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet a sound thou say, thou say, they like me.
Hendrik says, "Oh, Mike, I would love to hear you play Highwayman and make up your own story to add to Cash's Nelson's and
Oh, that'd be
etc.
cool. Right.
in the style of a testimony of how Jesus saved you."
Like, yeah, I'll have to take a look at Henderson. I'm definitely gonna look at that. Like, Highwayman, I'll definitely look at that. Like, oh, I love Johnny Cash. No, because you're mine. I walk the line. Something like
I
that,
hear
right?
the train a coming, coming down the
I don't
track.
know. Because you're mine, I walk the line. No, because you're mine, I walk the line. Right? I'm laughing with it, but I actually love Johnny Cash. I mean, Johnny Cash is the man. All right. I'm just messing with it around. I don't know. I had to figure it out. I had to have to intellectually analyze a song, and I could do it. It would be me, but I could try to do it. I could butcher it or whatever enough to get through it. Anyway. Oh, Bring It Fire.
Oh, Ring of Fire.
I mean, I forget how that song goes from there. And say, I wasn't sound out. I don't know. I can't remember. It goes. The Ring of Fire is a great song though. I can't remember. How the lyrics go? That like Ring of Fire, the Ring of Fire, huh? Right, something like that, right?
The Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire. Like I don't know how it goes, but I love that song. I might joke around about it, but I forget how it goes. I love that. I used to know how to play it actually one time. That's one of the things I was going to record is like a Johnny Cash song, just because it's something different, because people wouldn't expect it. I want to do Walk the Line. I'll walk the line because you're mine. Yeah, cause you're mine. I walk. I don't want to butcher it because it'll sound like I'm being disrespectful. But I think Johnny Cash is amazing, like because you got that deep tone and he's a storyteller, and you know I could kid around about it. You know, Jimmy. You know what I mean? It's easy to go into that like disrespectful like hillbilly thing. But actually, I like bluegrass music too. Actually, bluegrass is awesome.
I haven't really heard too much of bluegrass.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's more like I don't know. It's like bluegrass is so warm and earthy feeling to me, and it's like it's very melodic and or like I like it's like some of like the songs off of Brother Where Art Thou, where it has those really cool harmonies. It's so cool.
Have you ever played the song "Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner?
Oh yeah, yeah. Mama told me when I was young, beside me, my only son. I don't remember the exact lyrics. Do this for me, oh baby, if you can. Play the chord there. And be a simple kind of man. And if you can do this for me, son, if you can. So listen closely to what I'll say. I can't remember the lines to it. It'll help you some sunny day. Whoa. And be a simple kind of man. And if you can do this for me, so if you can, listen closely to what I say. Some sunny day, whoa, whoa. I don't know.
Awesome. Actually, I had to learn the chords to that, and I had to teach my friend how to do it because he wanted to play it for his ex.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him going, "Man, I don't know if I can do it." And I was like, "Dude, just do it. Like, what are you gonna lose? Like, what do you got to lose? Just play it for her." And he was like, "You're right." So he did it, and she freaking started bawling in front of him. But I forgot the chords. It's been years since I played it. Gotta relearn.
You forgot to get all the chords are simple, man? You forgot this?
Yeah, I forgot them.
It's pretty simple. It's just basically arpeggio. I'll send you the sheet music if you want. It's basically C.
Oh wow.
And then G. And A minor. That's C and G. Mom told me. So it's this fun song to sing. Mama told me when I was young, sit beside me, my only son. I know, so tempting to go back in it.
That sounded familiar. That sounded familiar.
Yeah, part of it's like the Rising Sun.
Yeah.
There is a house. There is
There is
a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. Whoa, whoa. It's been the ruin of many old earth. I forget. They call the house. Well, I get the chorus wrong. It's been. No, there's a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. Whoa, it's been the ruin of many old. I faded the chorus to it. Let me look at the chorus of it. See what they're doing it. Say, here, house. Forget the chords. The rising sun chords. Here we go. It's got the lyrics too. That'd be cool. Let's see if they have lyrics to it. Here we go. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boys and gone. I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. And now I'm only thinking gambling needs is a suitcase and no throne. And only time he's satisfied is when he's drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.
Or what about the other song? Have you heard of I'm a Creep?
Oh, song Creep? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go back. I learned that a while ago. I forget how to play it though. Let's see. I'll probably butcher it. Let's see. Creep chords. I'll just play the chords. So I don't remember the whole thing. Let's go.
It goes C. It goes to power chord C, major, which is on 3 right there. Yep.
Oh yeah. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eyes. You're just like an angel. You know, your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather. Oh, in a beautiful world, I wish I was special. It's so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weird. I'm a weird. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Gotta keep scrolling down. I don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. Oh, sorry, I'm keep myself. Want to have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have the exact things. I want you. I don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. And I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. So fucking special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I can't remember the exact line. I'm getting the probably butchering the melody. I don't belong here. I can't remember.
don't belong here. No, I don't belong here. 'Cause I'm a creep.
'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? What the hell am I doing here? 'Cause I don't belong here.
Hold on. Get this. Hold on. I'm gonna get the
I don't
lyrics real quick. Hold
I
on.
had to practice it. Is what I was. What I would. What I had to do is like listen to a song, and get it all like down exactly.
Yeah,
So it's not going
hold
to
on.
sound as good as when I did the first time. What? No.
Oh, here it is. When you were here, before you could look, you couldn't look in the eye.
I wonder what he starts with. What's the first chord in that? I wonder. Like,
It was, if I remember correctly, I thought it was
you were
C.
here before.
It was C. It was like CM. It was the power chord, right?
When you were here before,
We were here before.
couldn't look you in the eyes. It's just
You're just
like
like
an
an
angel.
angel.
Your
Your
skin
skin makes me
makes
cry.
cry. You flow like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special.
You're so effing
Fucking
special.
special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I don't belong
I
here.
don't belong here.
I don't. And
I
then it
don't
goes,
care if it hurts.
yep.
I want to have control.
Control
I want perfect
the
body. I want perfect soul. I want you to know. I want you to notice.
when I'm not around. You're so fucking special.
You're so fucking special. I wish I was special,
Special.
but I'm a creep.
Says, what the hell am I doing here?
Weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? What the hell am I doing here? I can't.
It goes,
It's hard, but that's just of course.
it goes right here. It goes, what the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, she's running out the door.
Oh, that part. I was like,
She's running. She's
oh, I got it.
running. And then it says, whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special.
Yeah, that song's like, I had to learn it again. Like it's like the exact part. I had to like prepare for each thing and all that. That one's harder for me.
I
I
got it.
can't remember the exact melody and all. It's so hard for me because all this does is tells you what the chords are. So it's kind of hard to remember all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, that's a really good one. I liked listening to that one when I was a teenager.
Yeah, it's a cool song. How about hold on, let me try something else real quick. Is there a song you want me to try real quick? Anything you want me to do?
Let's see here. Hendrix says, "Can you do 'Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood' by Santa?"
All right, let's take a look at that. See what that is. I'll try it. I don't think I've ever heard that song. Don't let me be misunderstood. Okay, chords. Let's see what that one looks like. I've never heard that song, so I'll try the best I can. Cisco, da ba da bing da 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 da. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's got tabs and stuff. So it's like B minor. Oh, so one of those kind of songs. Baby, don't sometimes I'm so carefree. Boo, with Joe, that's all right. I don't know what the melody is to that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
At least have some awareness of the melody or something. I could like try to like ad lib. Baby, sometimes I'm carefree. Will you, that's hard to hide. Whoa, and sometimes it's all I have to do. And then you're bound to see the other side. I'm just so intention. I think I've heard this before. I think it's heard this before. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Now I can know the song. I've heard this before, but I can't remember it as it goes. I'm just a soul.
What about
Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Like I've heard that song before, Henderson. I just had to figure it out. I don't remember the exact melody how it goes to it. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's my.
what Hendrix says? It's okay, Mike. I forgive you for your ignorance.
I know he's right though.
Oh,
I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, I had to listen to it. If I listened to it, I'd have the melody in my mind.
what about Casey and the Sunshine Band? Have you heard of them?
Yeah, what song by then?
Please Don't Go.
Please don't go. I don't know if I've heard that before. Please don't go. I'll try it. Please. Oh, sorry. Please. These are hard. Please don't go. Okay. So cool. Let's see if they had this here somewhere. Please don't go. See.
It's like it goes.
Wait. Looks like Casey. I'm sure Casey. In
I love you so. I want you to know that I. Do, 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 do.
I love you so. Oh, I want you to know. It's got to be something I've heard of. Otherwise, I won't know what I'm doing.
Hold on. I was gonna play it right now, but I think I would get a strike on that, wouldn't I?
What's something that's more common?
Yep. Hold on. Do you hear it?
A little bit.
Can you kind of hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, babe, I love you so. I want you to. That's hard for me. It's so high.
Yeah.
No.
He has a different kind of tone. His voice is a little high.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm struggling on that one. I could probably get it, but I had to listen to it multiple times.
Yeah,
Let's try something else. Give me something else. Something I haven't listened to.
Let's see here. Let me get another song. Do you like? What about? Well, yeah, you have acoustic, right? That's acoustic that you're playing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get a different song then that might be better for that one. Well, how about the Smashing Pumpkins?
I'm not familiar with their music. It'd be hard for me.
Ah, man, I was gonna say like look up. Well, I played it earlier. The one where it says "Today" by the Smashing Pumpkins.
It's just not that familiar to me. It'd be hard for me.
Dang.
Uh,
Uh, what about Third Eye Blind?
I'm not-
Jumper. Have you heard that song Jumper?
no.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. How about let's see. I got an idea. Let's see. It's Henry saying, I got a great song. What is it? Tell me. What is it, Henry? What's the song you got in mind? Scissor Sledge. Let's see.
Never heard of that.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Oh, and I feel at times a ways to go. I feel how it plays to it. And I feel at times a ways to go. I can't remember how to play it.
Wait. Keep going with that tone real quick though. Like,
All right.
I used to feel alone, but now I'm not. Things feel so still when you are on my thoughts.
I wish I knew remember how to play that.
Yeah, but that makes me think of lyrics.
Oh, okay, keep playing if you want.
Oh, joy. Oh.
Oh, miss it. Sorry.
My singing sucks, but I keep thinking of oh joy.
I wish I remember how to play that chord.
Love you shed on that cross.
How are they doing that? Or let's see,
Which one's that one?
That's called plush. I just can't remember that
Plush.
chord. E flat major
Do you know?
7.
Do you know? Do you know Blue October?
No, what's that?
They're a band called Blue October. There's a song by them called Into the Ocean. Have you ever heard of that one? Oh man.
E flat major something. Oh, I see. Something like that. So E flat. This would be E flat. Oh, okay, got it. I'll tell you who's. and I feel that time's a way to go. So where you going to tomorrow? And I'll see that these are lives to go home. Or would you even care? And I feel that. So, when you go to tomorrow.
Have you ever heard of Coheed and Cambria?
I have. I don't know any of their songs though. I haven't learned.
Oh, man, there's some really good ones. The Suffering,
Man, no.
Feathers,
So much depends on the weather.
or
Maybe
If Favor House Atlantic.
I don't know. I don't know any of the songs. I'm sorry. I just don't know.
Oh man. And then Hendrix says, I think I've heard of Blue October before. Yeah, man, some of their songs are like really deep though. Like I was like, whoa. Very sad songs, some of them. Well, most of them.
And I feel. Let's try something else, maybe. Like I'm trying, but I don't have like an extensive knowledge about all these songs. But
No, that's fine. Trying to think of a song that you might know.
what's like a really heavy pop song, kind of that, like it's on the radio and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, now I feel that time's a way to go. So where you going to tomorrow?
Have you ever heard of? You've heard of Incubus, right?
I have. I'm not sure if I know their songs. If they had like a popular song, I'd probably do it.
Have you ever heard of the song "I Miss You" or what other song? There was another one too that was really good back in the. I think it's in the early 2000s. Nice to Know You or Wish You Were Here. Have you heard that song? Wish You Were Here.
By Pink Floyd?
By Incubus. Oh, I never heard of that one.
I might have heard it, but I just didn't know what it was.
Oh man.
Blue Oyster Cult, Dancing in the Ruins. I don't know what that is, Anders. I've never heard of that.
I've heard of Blue Oyster Cult, but I
I've heard of
didn't
that,
hear
but
it.
I'm not sure what that song. The only song I'm aware of what it is Don't Fear the Reaper by them.
Yeah, that's a good one. Play that one.
I don't know how to play it.
Man. Oh, if I could play my guitar right now, I would play that right now. I know how to play it.
Right on. I think.
Now our time has come here, but now we're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Neither sun or rain. Do you feel like dancing? Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Let it fly, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand, fear the reaper. La da da da.
Mind if I just pick a song? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Pick one.
I'll never be a beast of burden. Never be your beast of burden. Our back is brown. I can't do it. But now,
Wait, what did Hendrix say? The panel totally unprepared, 0 out of 10. Live stream would not be recommended.
I'll recommend it. I'll never be. No, that's the wrong chord. I'll never be. Oh, sorry. I'll never be your beast of burden. My back is bound. My back is hurting. I guess something wrong. That's too hard for me. Let's try something else. Trying to think real quick here. Oh, what would be a good song?
Oh
there?
wait, Mr. Blue Sky.
What's that?
You never heard of that song, Mr. Blue Sky? Oh man, man, I wish I could play it right now. I can't. It's a really good one by I'm trying to think what's the band's name. That one's good, or Hooked on a Feeling. Have you heard that song?
Mm-mm.
Oh man. Okay.
I had to like practice these. If I did, like, how about hold on, I get an idea. Let me.
Yeah, Blue Suede. You never heard of them?
Like Blue. No, never heard of that.
Ah man. Well, it's a pop song from 1973. I'm trying to think of how the song goes right now.
Baby, when I think about you, and I think about love, darling, can't live without you. And your love, and if I had these golden dreams of my yesterday, and I would wrap you in the heavens, feel like dying on the way. I don't know.
Hendrix says, "OLO Music." Love that group. Evil women, sweet talking women.
Right. I know what ELO is.
I never heard of ELO.
You ever heard ELO? Oh, they're like from the 70s. Like, it's been a while ago.
Oh.
You're all getting tired. Baby, when I think about you, and I think about love, darling, can't live without you or your love. And if I had these golden dreams of my yesterday. Oh, here it is. Wanna tell you about the girl I really love. Someday she will be all mine. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Country Road. Let me look that up. I love that song. Let's look at it real quick. Well, after it's like, wanna tell you about the girl I really love. Maybe someday she will be all mine. I wanna tell you that I love her so, and I thrill with whoever we touch. I wanna tell you she's the only one I'm dreaming of. I got a woman wanna bone all day. Let's look at this Country Road. See what doing. That one is Country Road, take me home. Okay, can I see the chords? Let's see what they have with that one. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so like a. I know the chorus. I'm not sure about the other part. West Virginia. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I can't remember the verse though. I remember the chorus. I don't remember the verse though. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to get going right now, though. It's already 1:44.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for having me on this one.
It was awesome. I'm happy we got to do this and get to play some guitar, and I hope we can do it again tomorrow or today, later on today, if you're available.
All right.
I'm even thinking of pulling out my guitar and maybe jamming out for a minute.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Right on. All right. Talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Good night, everybody. God bless everybody.
God bless. Later.
Good night, guys. Have a good night, or good morning, I should say. Speak to you guys tomorrow.